Okay. Hello, hello. Mic check. I don't know how loud I am. Alright. We will... I'll leave it at this, and if I'm too loud or too quiet, I'll fix it later. Okay, so we are on the bonus case for the first game. I don't remember anything that happened. It's been a week. Okay. I can't tell if that's supposed to be a mouth or if that's a little stomach. Probably a mouth given what the other ones are. Okay. Underground parking lot? Let's go there. Okay, prosecutor's office underground parking lot. So this is the lot where it all happened. See, it's been a week. I don't know if she's gonna pop up again. Cause she's basically replaced Maya right now. Looks like they're still investigating. Funny that my first visit to the prosecutor's office should be like this. I know, right? Edgy was supposed to invite us. Hey everyone, keep up the good work. Hey, what are you thinking? Well, they are going to be my coworkers 3 years from now, after all. No harm in saying hello. Actually, there is. You know, attorneys aren't supposed to examine crime scenes. I'm trying not to stand out too much here, see? Oh my god. Is this Gumshoe? If I had to guess, it would be Gumshoe. Hey there. You expecting to go unnoticed here, partner? Oh no, it's some other guy, isn't it? Is it some other cowboy guy? Oh, but partner. Oh my god, okay. We have an actual cowboy. No, wait. I'm gonna cry if him and Gumshoe are ever in the same scene. What do we have here? Looks like a bambina got loose from the ranch and is up to no good. Folks gotta learn to keep them doggies tied down, partner. Is he talking about our toes? Free the dogs. Hashtag free the dogs. Mr. Marshall. Ooh. That makes me very uncomfortable. I'm like half expecting him to cut himself. Yeah. Yeah, ooh. Ooh, just watching it makes me uncomfortable. Marshall? Looks more like a sheriff to me. Looky here, Bambina. I know how you feel. But this is my gang's gold strike, see? Strike? This is our claim, our territory, with a mother load of evidence. You're fixing to mess with what's ours. You'll regret it, partner. Bang! You know what dreams the cacti out in the desert dream? You wanna? What's this guy talking about? You head along home now. Happy trails, Bambina. What the fuck just happened? Was that, Hombre a friend of yours? Kind of. Sort of. Yeah, he's a detective. Thinks he's a sheriff from the Wild West, it seems. This makes it so funny because they gave the cowboy voice to Gumshoe. Okay, examine. A wallet? What's this? A wallet? Let me just inconspicuously bend down and grab it. Excuse me, officer. Wait, what are you doing, Mr. Wright? What am I doing? I just found this wallet, so I'm handing it over to the police. I don't believe it. This is real basic. Anything at a crime scene is evidence. Let's be scientific about this, please. Just put it in your pocket. How is that scientific? Sounds like theft to me. If no one saw it, it's not a crime. Hi, Annie. Wallet hastily stuffed into pocket. Hell yeah! I'm called to duty already, and at my tender age... Here, I'll teach you the trick to examining evidence in detail, okay? Will I finally be able to rotate objects? Inspect them? By the way, her eyes are sparkling. I can tell she's been waiting for this. Oh, dear Jesus, my room is like way too warm. The room outside my room is like so much more colder, so the heater kicks in, but then I just boil. Okay, now look at the court record. You have to be sure to examine evidence carefully on all sides. Now, let's start examining from every angle. Oh my god! HNBM, what is this? VR chat? Can I? Oh, okay, I can left click. Thank god, I would cry if I had to use the keyboard. Woo! Oh, I was hoping I could do a fast rotate, but... It's a walking wallet. He's going places. Okay. Oh, Jesus. Can I zoom in? I don't know what I was looking at. Oh, look. I think there might be a clue here. You should check it out with the press of enter. Okay. Let me just click on it. There we go. Police department. This is an ID card. Sergeant Bruce Goodman, ID number 5842189. See? Well, isn't scientific investigation useful? I guess, though I don't see what science has to do with this. Goodman's ID added to the court record. Is this the guy who died? Let's be sure to examine every piece of evidence we find. I guess I've got to be on my toes from now on. On my doggies. Oh god, I hate it. Please never let me refer to toes as doggies ever again. Oh, okay, what else can I look at? There's a little... No, I can't look at the hatch. There's a ladder. Aha! A ladder. That's a step ladder. What's the difference? In scientific terms, please. Scientific, huh? Look at the basic nature of things, Mr. Wright. This all seems so horribly familiar somehow. It's a phone. Here, a phone. Let's see if it works. Hey, don't touch stuff we don't need to be touching. I can't hear anything. My ears! No, my ears. Maybe it's due to the barometric pressure. What is she babbling about? Hey, what did you just say? See, you can hear just fine. The phone's broken. Alright. Do you think someone went into that vent? That ladder is the perfect height. Anyways, what is this? Can't look at it. Oh? Look, a stylish glass-walled room. Very nice. You could see the whole parking lot from in there. It says security. Perhaps it's a cafe? Girl, what? Huh? Cafe security. Yeah, that must be it. Let's check it out later. I hate to break it to you, but I think that's probably just a security guard office. Girl looks so shook. What were you expecting? You know, I scored a 97 on my science test the other day. Okay. Too bad they don't have a test for common sense. The amount of people who lack common sense is astonishing. Alright, what is this? An elevator? Oh, never mind. This is where the cars leave the lot. The arrow on the ground makes it look more like an entrance. What are you talking about? It's plainly an exit. Well, maybe it's both. Kind of a dual purpose? Aha! The theory of relativity. What? I've got to write this down. Hey, Mr. Wright. Maybe you know, was Mr. Relativity German, or was he British? Mr. Relativity? Are you sure that was his name? I don't even remember his name. God, all of that stuff left my brain the second I finished school. Okay, there's a door. Look, a door. This must mean something. I'm not sure that doors mean anything. No, it won't open. A mysterious lock. I fail to see what's mysterious about it. Mr. Wright, you need to learn to enjoy life more. Let's finish our investigation first, shall we? Alright, what is this? A gate? This wall is in our way. It's got a faucet for water. Wait, I know. This wall is merely a facade hiding the truth. This is no wall, but a water tank. I fail to see how it makes any difference either way. Okay. Why do they have water here anyway? An oil drum. Looks like it's filled with water. It's heavy. I can't even budge it. The drum over here is on its side. Wait, I know. I'll hide in here and do a stakeout. I think you'll probably just get arrested. In fact, you may not even have to hide in the drum to get arrested. What? I'm not suspicious. I mean, you will either get arrested or dissolved in a puddle of acid. Alright, I don't think I can look at anything more. Oh! I'm stupid, there's a slide. Cha-cha, real smooth. Okay, there we go. Okay, there's this thingy. Well, no time to waste. Let's get hunting for clues. Wonder what this is. Well, partner, looks like you got no intention of going home quietly. The sheriff. Like I said before, this here's our claim. You best be moseying along, unless you're fixing to bite the bullet. Go, scary. Could you just tell us one thing? Who owns that car? Well, little Philly's got a good nose on her. You want to know who rides that red Mustang with the body in her saddle, eh? Please. No problem, partner. About time for victuals anyway. Get yourself to the saloon up on the 12th floor on the prospector's office. Might just find you a Carvesa you like. Prospector's office? Where does this guy think he is? And when, for that matter? Note to self, look up victuals, saloon, Cerveza. Maybe we should check out room 1202, the High Prosecutor's office. Sorry, I just saw the chalk outline. It's so funny. In any case, stay away from the car. You can look around here all you like, just keep your paws off our claim. Right. Great. Great, maybe there are some clues around here, Mr. Wright. Let's check it out. Excuse me, were you two all set? Us? Oh, never mind. It's some pretty lady. What she got in there? Chocolates? Part of me is thinking a dildos? Oh, she's got a little, oh, I thought it was an octopus with like, with the lack of lines, but I think it's a tassel. I think it's supposed to be a tassel, but I thought it was one of those little, sausages cut into the shape of an octopus. Wait, no, maybe it is. Look at her hat. She's got the little, onigiri on her head. Okay, maybe it is a sausage octopus. Oh my god. What's this? She couldn't be... You're selling lunches? Oh, those are bento boxes. Here? This is a crime scene. Damn. Oh, what voice should I give her? Hello, half and half, was it? Oh, thanks. And you, sir? Yes? There's some crunchy goodness coming at you. I don't know what this voice is. I'm not gonna lie, this looks pretty good though. Thanks. Interesting way of doing business. But I don't know why he would accept it. If you accept it, that means you gotta pay for it. This area is off limits to anyone without clearance, especially passers-by. Or are you officers? No, but you don't exactly look like the type to have clearance. Well, that's hardly a way to greet someone, even if my days as the cough-up queen are over. Cough-up queen? I'm sorry, that's sounding very innuendo-ish. Cough-up? Uh-huh. You know, I'm feeling kind of full. Maybe I'll pass on lunch. I'm quite connected to this case, you see. The images are burnt into my eyes, you might say. Yes, all the sordid secrets. Secrets? And dear me, you are a slow one, aren't you? I'm referring to the murder. The stabbing of that detective. What? A witness clearly saw me committing the crime. You mean you're the witness my sister was talking about? Please, cough up queen. Please, cough up. I can't say that seriously. Please, cough up queen. Tell us what happened. The name is Angel Star. Don't you go forgetting it. Or before you know it, I'll have you whimpering at my heels. The duality of this woman. I am on my knees. Yes, ma'am. Yikes, she means it. Damn. All it takes is a canvas flip, and her personality changes. Alright, talk. The case. Somehow I knew. Yesterday was a day of destiny. I knew something was going to happen. Just like I know that the daily special on Friday every week is salmon. Destiny? Was yesterday special for some reason? You're a defense attorney, right? You should know then. You should know the foul misdeeds of the evil ones who haunt this den of inequality. Evil ones? Prosecutors. They have no qualms at all about blackening the name of innocence. And yesterday they paid homage to the most evil one of all. They gave an award for King of Prosecutors. What a farce. So she's saying there was some sort of prosecutors convention yesterday. I was almost compelled to lace their lunches with something foul. Can you imagine a whole convention laced with laxatives and everybody has to take a shit? I would not want to be the janitor the day after. I would not. Do you have a personal grievance against prosecutors or something? Or is there some kind of scientific evidence of this, evil? Young miss, mock me at your own risk. You'll soon find out why they call me the cough-up queen. Ew! Same! Ew! What the fuck? The most heinous of all the evil ones, the one they awarded yesterday. I'm assuming it was, Emma's sister. It was in his car that they found the body. Oh, it was in his car that they found the body. Proof that he devours the evilest lunches of all. Really? Really what? I'm totally confused. One thing's clear. This lunch lady has a thing against prosecutors. She's just got such a funky outfit, too. So what exactly was it that you witnessed, Miss Star? Sorry, I was having a brain fart trying to, like, figure out the significance behind her name, but my brain is drawing up a blank. It was a fascinating spectacle, to be sure. I now feel I know what they say when they talk about a woman's wrath. The sea Lana Sky wield that knife so. Her knife flashed in anger, bringing him to a sad end. It was truly a sight to see. You mean you saw the very moment of the crime? The sound of his silvery ties to this world being cruelly cut still rings in my ears, and the rhythmic beat of Lana Sky's knife. Wait a second, you know Lana Sky? Of course, it's quite a feat becoming chief prosecutor. How many lunchboxes of sin did she pack to make that journey, I wonder? She always travels light. Now why would this pretty lunch lady know the chief prosecutor's name? I mean, it's not that hard to find out, right? Could we ask you a bit about yourself, Miss Star? I come here every day to sell lunches. I import only the freshest and best from the Far East. For some reason, the box lunches are a hit here. Why not make the lunches here rather than import them? Did you say something? Wait, so she doesn't even make them? Or did I read that wrong? Either she imports the lunches here and she sells them, or she imports the ingredients? I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. No. Only true connoisseurs can understand. Oh god. Is that one fish cut in half? The kind you can only tell someone who has tried General Tso's Trilobite lunch set. Ah, never mind. You win. I don't even want to appreciate part of a Trilobite's flavor. Anyway, I come here every day to sell lunches. My boyfriend works in the security room here at the prosecutor's office. I bet you her boyfriend is like not at all on her level. Your boyfriend? Is he at the security room over there? The glass-walled booth? I sell my lunches, and since I'm here anyway, I drop in to see him. Since you're here anyway, I guess selling lunches is more important than romance. Oof, she's a business lady. So, to scientific analyze the data available so far, you, Miss Star, are a lunch vendor with an ulterior motive for coming here. Useful analysis. Not. Did you have a bad experience with the prosecutor, Miss Star? I sense some hostility. Hostility? Perhaps. Prosecutors are all alike, and the bigger they get, the worse they smell. Oh, shit. Kind of like 10-year-old clams in the chowder. I wonder if Miss Star was involved in some sort of legal trouble in the past. That'd be a sure cause of food poisoning, scientifically speaking, of course. I mean, now you're talking, Cough-Up Queen. Thought she was just a lunch vendor, but now I'm not so sure. I want to know why they call her the Cough-Up Queen. Can I... Well, she already know. I guess we can show her this. Oh, never mind. Oh god, I am not used to this rotating. Holy shit, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, there we go. No! Fuck's sake. A name and ID number are written here. Sergeant Bruce Goodman ID. Okay, no, we already know that. I wonder why they only use numbers for IDs. What else would they use? Letters, silly. They're the reason we have a written language in the first place. True. Sergeant Bruce Goodman, ID YABATAP. Yabadab. Oh my god, I'm gonna call him Yabadab. Maybe she gets people to cough up information? Probably. That's the only explanation I can think of. But it sounds so much like an innuendo. See? Wouldn't that be better? Yabadab? Well, it does have a certain ring to it. Exactly my point. It doesn't take much to amuse her. Oopsies. Is there a way I can... This is such like an awkward thing. It's like I can't move the magnifying glass anywhere, so like I don't even... Alright, well, we'll just leave it. Present. About this card. Lunchland vendors only accept cash, no cards. Especially not a card belonging to someone else. No, this isn't a credit card. It's an ID card. It belongs to a detective. And you're showing this to me, the lunch lady. Why? That's like showing a fine honeyed ham to a detective. Why do I always feel like I'm being mocked? Okay. Do I show her my badge? Oh my god, can I examine my badge? This is my number. So this is what the back of the badge looks like. And I always thought it had a safety pin. Each badge has a number carved into it. That way you can tell which attorney it belongs to. You mean you couldn't lend your badge to anyone? No, I'd be found out right away. Well, that's no fun. Swap pins with Edgy for a day. Huh. So this like screws into the clothes or something? I don't know. Interesting. I guess there's nothing I... Oh, can I go to the security office? High prosecutor's office. Ah ha ha! Edgy's shirt! Oh my god, this is samurai. I guess that's the award. There's a tea set, another tea set, ladder, a chess set. This is the kind of room that just screams, I can do the job. Quite a change from your office, really. Thanks. Look, there's a trophy or something here. A trophy? What, that shield? Takes real nerve to display stuff like this. Oh, it's got a K for king, I guess. Whoever's office this is, they must be a real stuck-up jerk. Phoenix Wright. You never tire of prying into other people's business, do you? That voice! Ah! Yeah! Long time no see, Edgeworth. Huh? Ah! Mr. Edgeworth! You know him from somewhere? Of course, I'm his biggest fan. My sister introduced us once and... Right, her sister's the chief prosecutor after all. Oh, is he the chief prosecutor now that, like, she's not? Well, what brings you here? I'll warn you, I've been known to be a real stuck-up jerk. No, did I? No! It was just Mr. Wright here, he... Hey, don't blame me. We're just here to investigate a murder case. Murder? A body was found in this nasty bright red sports car in the parking lot. That would be my car. What of it? Oh! And of course, Edgy drives a red Mustang. What? Your car? I'll say one thing. She certainly can scream. Hee hee. Hey, a chessboard. I'm not too up on my chess, but it looks like blue's in a bit of a tight spot. The red knight have surrounded the blue pawn. Huh? Those horses are mounted knights. Their swords have really sharp edges. And check out that poor pawn. His head is kind of spiky. Kind of reminds me of you. Mr. Edgeworth must be an avid chess player. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? Edges surrounding a pawn with spiky hair. Ah, it's nothing. You don't want to accept. That's cute. Whoa, these are all case files? They're stacked up to the ceiling. There's even a ladder. Odd. I thought Edgeworth wasn't good with heights. You must have someone get them for him. Oh, I like how Gumshoe flashes. Strange. Why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe? That's so cute. You must study these cases reports so closely. He's so cool. You wouldn't say that if you saw him sweating bullets up on that ladder. I can imagine Edgeworth being really stubborn and trying to get up on the ladder to reach up high, but then he's just like shaking because he's up high. And so he has to come down and call Gumshoe to help him. Oh, so cute. Oh, cute. What a pretty tea set. I go more for the instant tea bags myself. Amazing. The drawer below is filled with packets of tea leaves. They're all sorted by place of origin and flavor. Look at this, royal blend. What an exquisitely splendid concoction. There's such a thing as taking a hobby too far. A work desk. It's quite tidy as one might expect. What a nice desk. Easy to use and easy on the eyes. It's polished so well I can see my own reflection. Strange. Why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe? Oh, this is so cute. I can imagine though, like Gumshoe, when he's free in his free time, he just hangs out with Edgy in his office, grabbing files for him, polishing his desk. Oh, it's so cute. Oh, my water bottle's leaking. Why? I tighten you and yet you still leak. Maybe I need a new one. That one keeps leaking for no reason. Okay. Maybe I'll take that name plaque as a souvenir. You're just gonna steal his name plaque? Don't. He'll sue you. Oh. What is that? A laptop? My, what an amazing bouquet. Just right for Mr. Edgeworth. No kidding. Hey, there's a card on it. Back from the dead. Wendy. Huh. Wendy? I've heard that name somewhere before. Is it Miss Angel Star, perhaps? And beside it, a giant steel samurai. Wow, I want one. Huh? There's something written on the bottom of his foot. Between a rock and a hard place. Wendy. Wendy? She Mr. Edgeworth's fiancé? No, that is a Phoenix's position. Thank you very much. No, not Miss Oldbag! Wait! Wendy is Oldbag? Oh my god. Okay. I don't think so. I forgot about her. Oh my god, I'm in tears. I'm in tears. I'm in shambles now. Mr. Edgeworth has such a comfy sofa. Sofas like this make me want to curl up and take a nap. I bet he pores over his case files here until the wee hours of the morning. Then he takes off his jacket, rolls up his sleeves, and goes to sleep using his arms as a pillow. I don't believe it. She's actually daydreaming about Edgeworth working. Don't we all? I bet in the morning he has sofa hair and little creases in his cheeks from the seams. He's so cool. Sofa hair is cool? I've been wondering, what the heck is this? It has a big K on it. Huh? What's that? It's the King of Prosecutors trophy. King of Prosecutors? It's a great honor. They send that shield to the best prosecutor each year. What? So that K, that's... K stands for king? Yeah, you got a problem with that. I didn't design the thing. King of Prosecutors? Kind of like Employee of the Month, only better. Wow, this jacket is even lacier than his usual ones. This must be his lucky trial jacket. Lucky jacket? Right, I've never seen him wear it. I'm sure there's a story behind why it's in a frame. Maybe I'll be naughty and take a picture. She's getting way too excited about this. I don't remember if it was the one I think it was the one I kept. I have a picture of Edgeworth's jacket in a frame. I think someone made a paper art of it, and I bought a picture of it. Okay, I don't think there's anything more to look at, so we will talk to Edgy. So the body was found in your car. Go ahead, say it right. You think I did it, didn't you? After you went through all that trouble to help me last year, no less. Why he making that face, though? Why he making that face? It looks so sad. No, we don't think you did it. I mean, it was my sister who stabbed him. Oh, you don't just say that. Wait. No, she didn't do that. I mean... Wait. So you're the chief prosecutor's little sister, then? Yes, sir. Emma Sky. It's nice to meet you again. Now that didn't sound forced at all. Ah, now I remember. You've really grown. I'll admit it, it was a surprise for me too. To think that my own car would become the scene of a murder. More surprising still, I'm being forced to prove my superior's guilt. Oh, he's the prosecutor on this. Time to do another courtroom dance. I can understand. Wait, what did you say? Lana Sky is the chief prosecutor, the top prosecutor in the district. She can't prosecute herself, so I'll be the prosecutor at the trial tomorrow. You, Mr. Edgeworth? To be honest, it's a bit of a miracle I'm still here at all. What do you mean? Rumors. You've heard the rumors about me, haven't you? Miles Edgeworth. It's hard to remember a time when there weren't rumors about this guy. Forging evidence, arranging false testimony, illegal searches, good looks, you name it. Thanks to you, my innocence was established in the trial at the end of last year. However, there are some who say I'm the one responsible for the current incident. What? That's crazy. Some people need very little excuse to think ill of others. It's a fact of life, impossible to stop. He looks so melancholy. What happened to him? He needs a hug. And a big smooch on the forehead. But some of them even go so far as to present me with toys like this. They think it's funny. Toys? That bronze shield. There's got to be a story behind that one. Chief Prosecutor Sky. Yes, we first worked together on a case 2 years ago. It was my first big case. That's right, I remember. 2 years ago. I wasn't even a lawyer yet. Since then, I've always felt that she was looking out for me. It appears I was mistaken. Mistaken? Why? I mean, I know she's not the warmest person, but I'm sure she felt some responsibility for you. Then why? Why did she stab someone in the trunk of my car? Not only that, she stabbed him with my knife. Why do you have a knife? What? Mr. Edgeworth, your knife was the murder weapon. To be specific, it was the knife I keep in the toolbox in the trunk of my car. Edgeworth? What? Are you sure you didn't do— You don't just ask that, Phoenix. Now look at it! You've gone and made him upset. Come on, can't he take a joke? It's not like he was put on trial for a murder last year, where nobody believed him but me. You have a strange sense of humor, Mr. Wright. Oh, I guess I can present him the trophy. Oh. Oh, what's this? Hey, check it out. There's a metal plate here. Looks like the names of all the previous recipients are engraved on it. Wow, one guy's listed a bunch of times. Oh, is it Von Karma? Von Karma. I guess he must be a foreigner. Yeah, that's probably it. Well, wherever he's from, he must have been an amazing prosecutor. I'd like to meet this Mr. Von Karma sometime. When she says it, his name does have a kind of ring to it. Does he not remember? Ooh, this little fist. Okay, I guess that's all. I meant to present it, but... So, basically, this says you were the best of the best last year, huh? You can take that foolish grin elsewhere, right? Oh. I lost a day of work to receive that travesty. Huh? Why's that? I had to go to the police department to receive that broken shield. The police department? Yes, right next to the police station downtown. You've been there, haven't you? Where Detective Gumshoe works? Yeah. I was wondering something about your shield. Why is it broken? What does it matter? I've got more important things to worry about. Oh, right. Maybe it wasn't meant to be broken. He doesn't seem too concerned about his award for better or for worse. Yesterday was a very busy day for the prosecutor's office. Maybe we should ask him more about yesterday. It's against my policy to discuss evidence with the defense, especially with you. He doesn't like you very much, does he, Mr. Wright? Nah, with Edgeworth, it's never personal. It's all about winning tomorrow. Okay, can I talk to him about, the day of the crime? Could you tell me more about yesterday, the day of the murder? Yesterday was the annual cleaning day at the prosecutor's office. Cleaning day? Working with the police department, we sort and file all evidence for solved cases. We call it evidence transferal. Wiping your hands of old cases, in other words. Oh, and another thing. A ceremony was held at the police department. There's an annual review and awards for outstanding police officers and prosecutors. And that's when you got the shield. I was at the police department yesterday afternoon. I got back here at 5:12. That's very precise. People like myself and Mr. Edgeworth pride ourselves on our precision, Mr. Wright. No, I place little faith in my memory. The only thing I trust is solid evidence. Oh, it's a parking stop. Okay. This is the parking stub from the underground lot. The murder took place around 5:15. So the murder happened right after you got back. What, right? I'd appreciate it if you'd direct that suspicious glare elsewhere. Why are we so suspicious of him all of a sudden? Like, before we were like, oh, Edgy would never do this. He would never do this. And then now we're like, I think you did it. Oh my god, what happened to your hand?
Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth, anywhere on the premises?
I'm Edgeworth. What is it?
I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir.
Report? What? Did you find new evidence in the case against Chief Prosecutor Sky? I don't like the way this conversation is going at all.
Sky, sir? No, sir. No name of that kind, sir. Not in this report, sir.
I think I just heard Edgeworth's lid blow. Mr. Edgeworth's lid is not very tight, is it? I made a clear request to the police department, did I not? I need to focus on the trial tomorrow, so don't bring me anything unrelated.
Sir, I'm just following orders, sir. They told me to bring this to you. I wasn't aware of the particulars of your arrangement with us, sir.
Give me your name.
Yes, sir. Meekins, sir. Officer Meekins.
Right, Officer Meekins. Take your report and leave. And good luck with that raise next month.
But sir, I didn't know.
Poor guy. Looks like he was absent on the day they gave out brains, and good luck. Right. Yes, sir. God, caught me off guard. As you can see, I'm busy. You may leave now. Let's do what he says, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective from the same department as that patrolman just now. Go down to the police department. You can ask more there. Thanks. Seems to have finally calmed down at least. Alrighty. Do I have to go from the underground parking lot? Ah yes, police department. Phew, we're finally here. Why would they put the police department so far away from the prosecutor's office? Beats me. That took almost 30 minutes by taxi, and traffic wasn't even that bad. The police department, huh? I've only ever been to criminal affairs next door. Hold on, what's that? God, it's terrifying.
disturbing. Why does it undulate like that?
Oh, wait, I know. This is the Blue Badger. They're trying to make him the police mascot.
Oh, wow, Mr. Wright, you sure know a lot about the place. Oh, about the police. Still, he does seem familiar somehow.
Forget the Blue Badger. Who's that next to him?
Someone appears to be dancing with the Blue Badger.
Uh-oh, he noticed me. He sure is running over here fast. Hey, pal. What are you doing here? That's my line, Detective Gumshoe. Specifically, why are you dancing over there? Gumshoe sends me into orbit every time. I love him so much. What? Oh, well. Well, at least he doesn't seem to be busy. This is our chance to get information. Hey, I'll have you know I'm a very busy man, pal. Sure. I'll give you one word of advice, pal. You'd better not agree to defend the suspect in this case.
What? Why not?
Huh? Well, it's just that the chief prosecutor has confessed to the crime. She says she summoned the detective to the prosecutor's office and she killed him.
But what if she's not telling the truth?
Yes, well, no. Come on, pal. There's plenty of evidence against her.
But what if the evidence was faked?
Hey, pal, can I speak to you for a second? Huh? Me? Why is this little girl so peeved at me? She's a relative of the suspect. She's Lana Sky's sister. Whoa, the chief prosecutor's little sister.
Just please investigate this case carefully, okay? Scientifically.
Yes, sir. Oh, by the way, you might want to keep your voices down. You don't want to be overheard using words like faked.
Huh?
It's a sensitive issue with us these days.
So, what are you doing here, Detective Gumshoe?
Me? Oh, well, nothing, really. They kicked me out of criminal affairs. He looks so sad. Pat, it's okay. Detective Gumshoe, what did you do this time? What do you mean this time?
Then what happened? I know things are busy right now. I mean, with my sister's case and all.
It's true. You've never had a chief prosecutor murder anyone before. Only the highest ranked people are being let into criminal affairs now. The lowest ranking guy in there is our chief of detectives. They're not letting any of us rank and file detectives in at all.
None of you?
I know this is an important trial, but isn't that a little odd? So anyway, I thought I'd spend the day getting the badger dance down pat.
Isn't there anything else you could be doing?
Chief of Police himself is directing this investigation, pal. And Officer Marshall was assigned to the underground parking lot.
Officer Marshall?
Now that I think about it, Emma did seem to know that Marshall guy. A patrolman in charge of a crime scene. It's unheard of, pal. Okay, well, let me show him the trophy. Hey, that's it. That's the King of Prosecutors Award that Mr. Edgeworth got yesterday. Were you at the award ceremony, Detective Gumshoe? Oh, you bet your ass he was. Of course, pal. I got an award for diligence myself. Oh, good for you. Good for you, puppy. Ah, congratulations.
I was wondering, why is the award a shield? And why is it broken?
Oh, there's a reason. I'll tell you what it is later. Apparently he's forgotten. Well, my theory is that, like, shields, because, like, defense attorneys and prosecutors are basically, like, on the other side, so to speak. So, like, breaking through the defense, you know? I don't know. But I was proud of Mr. Edgeworth for winning that award. Even with all the naysayers in the prosecutor's office. Naysayers? Must be because of the rumors. I mean, I can show him the knife. He's probably not going to tell me anything about it. Found in Mr. Edgeworth's car, stabbed with Mr. Edgeworth's knife, huh? What would drive Chief Prosecutor Sky to do such a thing? Wait, I didn't mean. I mean, sure, of course, someone else really did it. Someone who must have a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth. The car and the knife do seem a little too well organized to be a coincidence. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. What could have happened? You have to find out a little more about what's going on with Edgeworth. The pay stub? Oh, what if we show him the ID? Detective Gumshoe, what can you tell me about this? Huh? Hey, pal, this is a detective's ID card. You can't just keep that. You have to turn it in to the police. It's people like you that get me into so much trouble all the time. I'm sorry. Meanwhile, Detective Gumshoe must drop his card a lot. Let's see. Bruce Goodman. Goodman. Sounds familiar. Nah, my mistake. But didn't you work together with him in criminal affairs? Whoa, now I remember. Bruce Goodman. He's the victim. That's what I thought. Can you tell us more, Detective Gumshoe? Okay, well, I don't think this parking stop's gonna get anything. Yeah, okay, it's the same dialogue. Alrighty. Alright, so we can talk about Bruce Goodman. So, this ID card belonged to the victim. He was a detective like myself. Detective Bruce Goodman. Don't you think it's strange? I mean, why would the victim's ID card be lying on the ground where we found it? Well, Detective Goodman should have been at the police department yesterday. There was an evidence transfer for a case he handled 2 years ago. Oh! Evidence transferal. Mr. Edgeworth mentioned that too. But Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Well, that's the thing. It's hard to say this, but word is that Chief Prosecutor Sky called him out there to the parking lot. And Lana's confessing as much. It's Lana, right? Lana, Lena? No, I'm gonna go with Lana. Lana sounds better. Edgeworth's troubles. He's in a tough spot again. Again? Why did he forget? I mean, I know it's been a couple of months, but like... Well, it all started with the murder of that defense attorney, Hammond. But Mr. Edgeworth was found innocent. Listen, pal, there have always been rumors about Mr. Edgeworth. Forging evidence, making deals with witnesses. Nothing outright, but there were always whispered rumors. Ever since he was accused of murder, no one's whispering. They're practically shouting. But there's no evidence against him. Well, Mr. Edgeworth has always had unusually strong ties to the department higher-ups. It's only natural that people would be suspicious. I had no idea he was under the gun. Anyway, this latest case has started a new rumor. People say the only reason he took this case is because he's aiming for the chief prosecutor position himself. What? But I know the truth, pal. Nobody wants to be the one who has to prosecute the chief prosecutor. Mr. Edgeworth is biting the bullet on this one. He's doing this for all of us. I can't show him anything more, so... Can I examine stuff, maybe? I was wondering about that. What, the Dancing Blue Badger? It's my masterpiece. Why do we have to watch it again? You made this, Detective Gumshoe. The chief threw together some designs and I just did my thing, pal. Nice work. It's got like fucking duct tape hanging on there. Oh my god, like the line work is smudged. There's a handprint there. Oh my god, this is Gumshoe all over. It's battery powered so it can go anywhere. There's no switch so it just dances until the battery dies. Why do I feel like that's gonna be important? Poor Blue Badger. Fated to dance until he drops. Oh my god. Okay, we are gonna use it later. That reminds me of that lady with the shoes who like dances until she dies or whatever. And that's all I know about that. I'm not officially on the case, you know. Thank you. Why aren't you handling the case, Detective Gumshoe? We met the guy who is... What was his name? The guy in the parking lot. That'd be Officer Marshall. He was appointed directly by the Chief of Police. Officer Marshall, is he some kind of Wild West sheriff or something? Nah, Jake Marshall's just a regular officer. from West LA. Oh! You know what? I think it's kind of funny now that I've given them that they both have cowboy voices. Mostly because I think they're supposed to be kind of foils for each other. For a moment there, I wasn't sure. Look, pal, let me try to make things a little easier for you. Show them this and they'll let you examine the crime scene. Maybe. Oh! Thank you! I'll be surprised if this gets us anywhere. Just act like you're supposed to be there and nobody will look at you twice, pal. It's true. It's true. It's honestly, it's baffling what people can get away with if you're confident enough. Like, what was it? There was that Game Awards, that kid walked all the way onto the stage. Like, if you're confident, nobody's gonna, like, chances of someone stopping you are very low. If you pretend you're supposed to be there, people will think you're supposed to be there. Oh, man. I don't have the guts to try that, but oh my god. Maybe one day. Alright, can I look at anything else? The usual wanted posters are hanging up on the bulletin board here. Do you know this face? If you do, dial 911. You know, Mr. Wright, I've always thought it was kind of funny. I've never seen anyone who looked like the people in these posters. They hardly even look human. What? Emma. She has a point. I guess it's because they're like, sketches of what someone's supposed to look like. Look, that patrolman is saluting the other guy. He must be a detective. And then I said, hey, you do that. Your soup will get cold, buddy.
That's hilarious, sir. I laughed so hard I cried.
What the fuck is going on?
I guess he wasn't saluting. He was wiping tears from his eyes.
They make a good pair. Okay.
Mr. Wright, do you know why patrol cars are painted black and white?
No idea. Why?
Well, I think they're designed after a panda.
A panda?
Not that I have scientific proof, it's just a theory.
A police theory. Do you mind me asking how you came up with that theory?
It was when I was on a school trip. I saw a patrol car and it came to me. We had just been at the zoo, see?
Well, what about zebras? Or did they not have those at your zoo? Okay.
Campaign? The banner here is announcing the crime-fighting campaign.
Nice slogan.
Wonder if they'll be selling fingerprinting sets.
I don't think it's that kind of campaign.
What family wouldn't want a set at home? It's good for finding out who snuck into the cookie jar.
I think most families can figure that out without the extra help. I bet you some siblings are that petty, though. I could picture that. I know you opened my casserole, Gerald. Your fingerprints are all over the Tupperware.
I always get excited when I come to a police station.
Why is that?
It just feels like I've jumped into a movie.
Huh?
You know, with all the police and criminals.
Well, I don't know if this is all that exciting.
Sure it is. Look at those two officers over there. They're probably talking about the latest bust.
No, they're talking about jokes, man. Funny, I thought they were talking about the weather. Okay, can I guess I... Oopsies, that's the options. Go back. Right, I was supposed to go back to the underground parking lot. Mr. Marshall, looks-y here at my letter of introduction. Looks like the investigation is still going. I have to be getting back to the shop. You don't think her boyfriend is Meeksies, do you?
Sorry, looks like I'll be stuck in this pit till the sun sleeps. I'll see you in my dreams tonight then, baby.
I don't know who said that, though.
Oh, still here? Hello?
With the surprised looks, didn't I mention? I've got a boyfriend in criminal affairs, too. What happened to the security guard? Hey, what's wrong, Bambina? You're looking like a doggy that's lost its herd. I'm still traumatized from the last time he said our doggies are tied, and I thought he was talking about our toes. Jake Marshall. Strange guy to put in charge of a crime scene. Can I talk to him? There's something I wanted to ask you. The scene of the crime, cold grave for men who've lost their dreams. And me, I watch over them as they sleep, dreaming of the desert's harsh judgment. What? He's asleep. Well, should we show this hopeless case something to catch his interest? There's something I wanted to ask you. Oh, okay, I have to show him the thing. Bruh, can I just fucking slap him with the envelope? Wake up! Wake up! Ah, you're finally awake. What is this thing crossed out? Hey, look here. It looks like something's been crossed out. Maybe it was a letter or something to Detective Gumshoe. Let's see. Annual bonus. $20. His yearly bonus was $20? What? Oh my god. Boo-boo, no. I think a couple zeros are missing. No, that sounds about right. At least in that detective's case. Oh, poor Gumshoe. Maybe I should rethink my career as an investigator. Oh man, that was suck. It's the end of the year, you finally get your bonus and you open the envelope and it's fucking $20. Oh, okay. Present. Ah, I keep forgetting. I have to hit the present button. Would you mind reading this for me? What's this? I warn you, fan letters to me go right in the spittoon. It's a letter of introduction from Detective Gumshoe. May we investigate? Gumshoe? Ah, that old cow dog. You holding a birthday party or something? Huh? Look, where it should say letter of introduction, it says invitation. Ah, I think he just miswrote it. Wait, why am I getting all defensive here? No worries. This proves it's from Detective Gumshoe. Better than a blood test. Guess I'd better let you in then. Thank you, Officer Marshall. Oh, that's right. He's a patrolman, not an office, not a detective. Which reminds me. Hey, wait a sec. Isn't a crime scene supposed to be handled by a detective or higher? Well, folks, the clues are calling. Welcome to our gold strike. Be like the settler. Strike out for lands unknown. Manifest destiny. Let's have a hootenanny. Note to self, police investigations are like settling land. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say? I say I won't be needing this anymore. No! Detective Gumshoe's letter of invitation crumpled and discarded. God damn it. I wanted to keep it. The hoarder in me wanted to keep it. Anyways, I guess we can talk to him now. Officer Marshall, could you tell us more about the victim? Good men always die young. Remember that, partner. Could you be a little more specific? Bruce Goodman. He was a detective, right? Well, well, aren't you a feisty doggy there now? Detective Goodman was stabbed here at 5:15. A smiling Madonna told me the tale. I think he means the witness, Miss Angel Star. One stab to the chest. Fine piece of work. This here's the autopsy report. Okay. Death due to loss of blood, 1 knife wound, died within an hour and a half of 4 p.m. Oof. I can't imagine it's fun bleeding out for like half an hour. Was my sister involved with the victim in any way? Funny you should mention that, Bambina. Chief Prosecutor Sky and Detective Goodman had nothing in common at all. And nothing in common? They apparently worked together on a case a few years back. So there's no motive. Goodman wasn't a particularly gifted detective. That's one reason why he didn't do much work with the chief prospector. But my sister called the victim here on the day of the murder, right? Here, to this parking lot? So it seems, like calling an unarmed man to a shootout at high noon. I don't mean any offense, but Officer Marshall, you're a patrolman, right? Not a detective? You calling me out? They shoot you for that in Texas. Huh? I was one of them fancy-shoed detectives till 2 years ago, to tell you the truth. Oh, really? Now he tells me. But you're a patrolman now, so how can you be in charge of a crime scene? Nothing gets by you, does it, Bambina? So, why are you in charge? No reason. We're just short on hands right now. I'm keeping an eye out in the meantime. That's odd, though. Detective Gumshoe was saying you had nothing to do. Nothing important, at least. He's nothing but a sad old cow dog that can't find his tail. Maybe it's because he runs with that Edgeworth, eh? Edgeworth? That cow dog's been kicked out of this cattle run by order of the chief of police. Just you don't realize it yet. Detective Gumshoe kicked out of the investigation? Time to cha-cha. Let me look at this! This chalk outline's ridiculous. Is it even chalk? What do they do for this? Is it string, perhaps? I don't even know. It's like, it's too squiggly. Okay, what is this? A cell phone? This looks like a cell phone. Scientific analysis would suggest this belonged to the victim. I can't think of anyone else it could belong to. What's so scientific about this? Should we check it out? Yeah, check it out. Right, let's check it out. Alrighty. Can I not open it? Oh. Man, what a boring strap. What's wrong with it? Everyone has different tastes, you know. Here, check out mine. It's a pink princess strap. You and Maya would get along so well. These are hard to come by, you know. I see the series is as popular as ever with the kids. With the youngins. With the Gen Zs. What is this? Oh, it's... Is that button what opens the phone? This phone's still on the redial screen. Redial? Mr. Wright, most phones keep a record of all the calls you've made and received. You just press the blue button to display the last number you called. Convenient, isn't it? I'm surprised you didn't know about it. Sorry to disappoint you, but Sorry to disappoint you, but even I know about things like redial. Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. It's just, you never know what with people from your generation. Whatever, let's check this phone out. Is there a way to like... No, I didn't mean to right click, god damn it. Okay. Is there a way to like move the microscope, or is it like stuck in the middle? Because it makes for very awkward, hold on. No, that's to rotate. I guess not. It's just so awkward. Now to see who the owner of this phone called last. Note to self. A defense attorney doesn't think first. He just pushes the button. I'm vibing. Oh, right, I'm supposed to click next.
Hey, that song!
Oh, hey, that song! I know that! I don't know, but it's a bopping song. Hey, what's going on over there? Sorry. I see you, partner. You pressed redial on that phone there, didn't you? Well, yeah. Whose phone is this anyway? It was on the ground over there. Whose is it? That belongs to Chief Prospector Sky.
What? It's my sister's.
And she called the strap boring. She apparently dropped it when she was taken into custody right after the crime. Look, the last call was made right when the murder occurred. Looks like she was fixing to call someone, except she only spoke for a few seconds according to this. Who did she call? No idea. Sorry, partner. Now I got a question for you, partner. I heard a phone ring just now, one of those newfangled ringtones. Oh, that? Oh. I'm sorry, that was my phone. She was trying to call me? What? Your phone? Yeah, it's kind of strange, but someone called me right as we picked up the other phone. A wrong number. I hope you're not lying. They shoot you for that in Texas, partner. They shoot you for anything in Texas, apparently. Uh-oh, I've incited the wrath of the Lone Star Patrolman. Pretty sure she called me. Yes, let's look at this weird chalk outline. Oh, it's rope. Okay. This rope, is it? Yep. We laid it in the outline of the victim's body.
So, wait. The victim must have died when the killer closed the trunk on him.
You have got to be the only person I know that would come to that conclusion. Closed the trunk and like slammed his head with it. Oh, there's something there. What's this? Looks like a note of some sort.
Look, something's written on it.
675-12-2. February 12th, maybe? Goodman in the corner. You're right, let's see. 67S-12-2. There's a name. Oh, there's a name printed on the paper above that. Goodman. Maybe it fell out of his pocket when he was killed.
Well, so? What does it mean, Mr. Wright?
How am I supposed to know?
Note to self, for deductive reasoning, go to Edgeworth, not Wright.
I'm sure Edgeworth wouldn't know what this means either. Maybe that's a reference for a case file or something. This appears to be the car where the body was found. It looks like the lock on the trunk is busted. The crime took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car.
Quite a luxury car. It just screams I have money to burn.
Yeah, prosecutors get the big bucks. B block is through there. That's where visitors park.
I can see the Lunchland car over there, far in the distance.
Hey, you're right. The cute design on the door. I like the cute design on the door. I can see a cartoon cow munching down on a juicy-looking steak.
Doesn't that strike you as a little creepy?
I mean, I don't know. People have fed chicken nuggets before, so... Just don't think too deeply about it and you'll be fine.
A block. This area is reserved for prosecutors.
Defense attorneys are relegated to B block.
I dream of the day when I will be able to park my car here. I'll go over to B block to buy my hamburgers from you, Mr. Wright. Ha!
I'm not planning on giving up my job that soon. Damn, what a roast, though. Alright, I guess there's nothing more for us to look at. Yeah. Oh, I can ask him about Lana's guy. So there's no connection between Detective Goodman and my sister. That's correct, but there's a gold mine of evidence against her. And the prospector tomorrow's none other than Edgeworth himself. I'm afraid your sister's fate is decided, Bambina. Many condolences.
Officer Marshall.
Yeah, Bambina.
How can you say that? You and my sister, you were...
Is there something between this cop and her sister that I don't know about? I apologize, Bambina. Something must have gotten to me. Maybe it's that dry wind that's a-blowing through the prospector's office. Dry wind or ill will, someone's up to something here. But who? Suspicions about Mr. Edgeworth have been flying around for nearly 2 years now. Forged evidence and arranging testimonies, you mean? He was unbeatable because he did whatever it took to win. Unbeatable, that is, until he met you.
But rumors are just rumors, aren't they? These are prosecutors we're talking about. Evidence is everything to them.
If you follow the rumors about Edgeworth to their source, you find one person. But they're off limits. Untouchable, you might say.
One person? Who? Well, I'm guessing it's Von Karma, but...
Oh! Hate to say this, but it's your sister, Bambina. Chief Prospector Lana Skye.
What? My sister?
Edgeworth couldn't rustle all those cattle by himself. Some people load their guns with bullets. Some people load them with deals.
What you're saying?
What, you're saying Edgeworth was making deals to win trials? Where there's gunshots, there's bound to be bullets. That's what the old-timers say. There's a big old secret hidden around here somewhere. Everyone knows it. Is that why Detective Gumshoe was taken off the case? Did they target him because he was closest to Edgeworth? So, well, how are we doing, Mr. Wright? I guess we've got some clues. We have an autopsy report, a note from the victim, and a cell phone.
So you think we'll be okay?
Well, the only thing still bothering me is that Lana's confessing to the crime. She says she did it.
No problem. I can guarantee that she's not the criminal.
Oh, by the way, Emma.
Yes?
I know that song your phone plays when it rings.
What?
Oh! Lana was calling her sister. It's the Pink Princess theme, isn't it? It's the Steel Samurai theme song, isn't it? That popular TV show for kids. The phone that rang earlier wasn't mine. It was yours. At 5:18, just after the murder took place, your sister called you, didn't she, Emma?
I'm sorry.
Can you tell me what you talked about?
She hung up right away.
I see. A detective is murdered and the suspect is the top prosecutor in the district. I've got a bad feeling about this. Like, maybe I still don't know everything that went on here. Oh, I already think Angel Star is the murderer. How did the investigation go yesterday, Mr. Wright? Frankly, there are still a lot of gray areas.
Or rather, the whole thing is one big gray area.
Don't worry about me, no matter what the outcome. I'm ready to accept my fate.
I believe in you, sis.
Mr. Wright, let me offer you a word of advice. Yes? A defense attorney should never believe their client. The defendant is called to trial because they are suspected of wrongdoing. Never forget that. Miss Sky, you remind me a lot of Mia. But there's one decisive difference between you and her. And that is, you're not a defense attorney. I believe it's almost time for the trial. Good luck, Mr. Wright. My first trial without a Fae helping me. No one's going to bail me out this time. I'll be alone in there. So I have to discover the truth all by myself.
Let's do it, Mr. Wright. I'll be with you the whole way.
Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Sky. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor. Edgeworth. It's been 2 months, but I haven't been in a courtroom since his trial. Oh, has it really only been 2 months? I hope that personal feelings will not be a part of the proceedings today, Mr. Wright. Ha! He knows we're gay. I will choose the path I think is right, regardless of what those around me might say. The judgment to be made here is not in our hands, not those of anyone else. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement, please. Chief Prosecutor Lana Sky has committed an unpardonable crime. Not only this, but she was rash enough to commit it in the prosecutor's office lot.
Wow, he's much more forceful in person. I suddenly feel like confessing to everything.
However, she will not pay for her rashness with her life. There was a witness to her crime. A professional witness. Well, then call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls its first witness, Miss Angel Starr, to the stand. The cough-up queen? What is she coughing up, though? Haven't I seen you somewhere?
You ordered the caviar lunch, right?
Oh, caviar! I've never eaten caviar before. This man is so stupid sometimes. I can't believe he's a judge. The judge is really wolfing it down. Caviar is fish eggs, right? Or is there, well, because I know there's fish eggs and then there's caviar. I don't know what they... Maybe it's a specific kind of fish egg. I don't know. Never had caviar.
Ah, and for you, I have a fiesta bowl.
Thanks. Why does he keep accepting these bento boxes? Will the witness state her name and profession?
Ah, and you, sir? Did you order the fingerprint lunchbox?
It is too early for lunch. Your name and profession, please.
Well, Your Honor, how does it taste?
So this is why everyone raves about caviar. It's so tasty, it hurts. Who is this man? How are you a judge? I always thought caviar would taste like pickled tapioca. Why would it taste like that? It's like, it is fish eggs, isn't it? What the heck does pickled tapioca taste like? I imagine it's just sour tapioca, right? Because tapioca inherently doesn't really have that much of a taste. Name, profession, now.
Me, the name is Angel Star. Don't go forgetting it.
I find myself running Lunchland these days. Is that what you wanted me to say, Mr. Edgeworth? Very well, witness. Please describe the incident to us. The prosecution will wait. I'm not finished eating. I'm not finished eating. We have 3 days. It's okay. I can eat my bento. Hurry it up. Fucking hell, man. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. As you know, we usually call on the police to provide a description of the crime. Your Honor, as Mr. Edgeworth has said to the court, I am a professional. Or does she used to work for the police? Huh? What exactly does that mean? Oh. Everything's tying together. Until 2 years ago, Miss Angel Starr was a special investigator with the police. She was a first-rate homicide detective. Damn! She would look hot in a suit, not gonna lie.
What? Miss Starr was a detective?
Oh! I know who you are. Cough up. Cough up, Queen Angel Starr, Your Honor. Long time no see. Very well. You may continue with the description, Miss Starr. Just who is this lady? Oh, I just read it. Caviar just tastes like fish, maybe a little creamy, but more concentrated. If I might have the court's attention over here. We have a map? Oh, yes, we do have a map. The parking lot at the prosecutor's office is divided into 2 blocks. A block is for the prosecutor's office personnel. B block is for visitors and clients. A chain divider separates the 2 blocks. I suppose that's... Oh, that's the judge. I suppose that's to keep visitors from taking up prosecutor's spaces, yes? The crime took place by a car in the back of A block in the car's trunk. The killer stabbed the victim with this knife and went to drive the body out. Unfortunately for her, there was a witness and an arrest was made on the spot. And who was this valiant witness? Why, it was me, Your Honor. My nose is very itchy. Witness, did you see the very moment of the crime? Of course, Your Honor. Immediately after that, I apprehended the chief prosecutor. It seems rather cut and dry, doesn't it? Well, Mr. Wright. I can't agree on principle, Your Honor. It seems that some poor losers are unwilling to accept the truth, Your Honor. Shall I proceed to crush what little hope they have remaining? If you can, then give them your worst, Miss Starr. Wait, are they talking about me? What is it about pretty ladies wanting to crush me? Somehow, I always knew a day like this would come. I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend when I sensed something. Perhaps it was my finely honed detective's intuition at work. Through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a garish car. The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. And then she thrust the pointy tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest. Bringing a lunchbox to your boyfriend. How touching. As you can see, there is no room for doubt. The key point of your testimony seems to be nothing other than the point of the knife which you saw being stabbed into Detective Goodman. So, how does it feel to be so utterly crushed? I'm still thinking about that.
It's merely a flesh wound, Mr. Wright.
'Tis but a scratch. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness. Dun dun dun. I don't think I have any evidence, so I probably just have to press her on everything. God, my nose is so itchy. Why now, of all times? Yeah, okay. Oopsies, I meant to go back. Press her on this. How did you know? I respect the prosecutor's basic abhorrence of crime, yet their methods are ugly and twisted. And twisted methods will always lead to tragedy. The lunch lady's uninformed opinion is duly noted. Given that they are used to racing inconvenient evidence at their whim. And killing off a detective that knew too much is merely an extension of that.
Miss Starr, do you have something personal against prosecutors?
I felt that I had found my dream job when I became an investigator. And if I hadn't been laid off by those prosecutors over there, I'd still be one. Laid off? She was fired. To me, prosecutors are nothing more than worms. That said, I am a pro, as you know. My testimony is unbiased and flawless. Very well. You may continue, Miss Starr. Okay, deliver my boyfriend. This boyfriend, he's the detective? Not that boyfriend, the security guard. That boyfriend? Ah! You have several? Yes, this boyfriend, that boyfriend, and the other boyfriend. Bro, she's collecting them like Pokemon cards. Care to join? Oh my god, I can't believe she did that. The yet another boyfriend position is still open for applicants. I'll stick with the lunches, thanks. I like how he paused and thought about it for a second. Like he considered it. You know he considered it.
Note to self, the judge had to think before replying.
The security guard room is in the lot in A block. It's up on the second level, so you can see everything from there. That would be the room with the security sign. Incidentally, did you bring your lunchboxes by car? Since I'm a visitor now, I parked in B block.
So she was in B block when she witnessed the crime.
And when I sensed something, perhaps it was my finely honed detectives that... You sensed something. So you're saying you had a premonition of the murder? It felt like, how would you say? Oh yes. It was like the feeling you get when you view a pumpkin chock full of seeds. I have no idea what that means. Speaking of a detective's intuition, wasn't the victim, Mr. Goodman, Bruce Goodman, also a detective? Yes, well, he was like a young cheese. Young cheese? A pale white cheese, not yet tangy with experience on the streets. A greenhorn. Then I must be hard, yellowed, and sharp as a tack.
Yeah, with the odor of an old cheese to match.
Oh my god. Okay. Sorry, I'm recovering. Oh my god. In any case, there in the lot, I felt something stirring in the back of my mind. Her spidey senses were tingling. I hate how my nose is so itchy. It's like... I know no matter how hard I scratch, it's just not gonna go away, but I can't help it. I will try to ignore it, but... Okay, through the wire fence, okay. Garish car, it's a red Mustang. By garish car, you mean? Mr. Edgeworth's car, yes. Mr. Edgeworth's? Incidentally, the knife with which the victim was stabbed was also Mr. Edgeworth's, wasn't it? Indeed, it was. What an odd case this is. The person you saw, you're sure it was the defendant? I saw her from no further than 50 feet away. I am certain it was her. She's telling the truth, we're doomed.
Let's just do what we can. Even if we don't have any proof, we can always nitpick.
Witness, in your testimony you clearly stated the following. Prosecutors are nothing more than worms, ergo, you are a biased witness. You might want to keep those silly opinions to yourself in the future, rookie. Huh? Rookie? Unless you're willing to risk the consequences of doubting me. I'll fry you like a fritter, crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside. That was inspiring. I'm calling it. This man is a masochist. I believe I've heard that line elsewhere. You could cry plagiarism? I may be relegated to the lowly post of a lunch lady, but my instincts are honed. A photograph? You took this? Oh, this is the judge. A photograph? You took this? The moment I witnessed the crime, my reflexes took over, and snap, I took a picture. In fact, one of my lunchboxes is rigged with a camera. Why? Like, why? I suppose that's more exciting than just hanging it around your neck. Witness, why am I only seeing this photograph just now? You think I'd show it to you, a prosecutor? Think again. My boyfriend works in the photography division of criminal affairs. Well, this is most certainly the defendant. Uh-oh, that is unmistakably Lana Sky. So what was the defendant doing at the time? Holding a knife in her right hand. Tell me more about this knife that the suspect was carrying. Well, I'd say the blade was about 4 inches long. Is that right, Mr. Edgeworth? It is your knife, after all. Yes, that's about right. Prosecutors are by nature well versed in the location of a man's vital organs. I'm sure it was easier than boiling an egg for my egg salad surprise set. You can't testify as to her ability to kill an egg. I mean a person. Perhaps the chicken salad set would have been a better metaphor. So the defendant was holding a knife. What then? Press the pointy tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest. Tell the court why you didn't try to stop this crime. You did see her raise the knife to strike, no? Because they were blocked by a fence? The defense has a point. Unfortunately, by the time I realized what was going on, it was already too late. Too late? Yes, the next moment, the chief prosecutor brought down the murder weapon. I see. It's only a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. We can make it. You said that before. Anything else? Scientifically speaking, Miss Starr's testimony is flawless. Sounds pretty fatal to me. What do we do? Is this it? Is my sister guilty? Let's just keep our heads cool and press the witness a bit, shall we? For some reason, having her panicking next to me makes me calmer. Don't smile like that. Somehow I always knew. Okay, so I've pressed her on everything, so there has to be something that contradicts. There's no prints. Is that what I should be picking on? This must be the victim's blood, right? Either that or Edgeworth cut himself peeling an apple. What's Edgeworth doing with a knife like this anyway? Hey, maybe he spends his weekends roughing it in the wild. Edgeworth? In the wild? I think my fruit peeling theory's more likely. Are you kidding? I always pictured him as an outdoorsman. Now there's a scary thought. Outdoorsman Edgeworth? Dude, I can't picture it. Man is a homebody if I ever seen one. Imagine him fighting a bear or something. Him with Gumshoe. Edgeworth in over his head trying to fight this bear. Running away because he realizes he can't fight a bear. And Gumshoe trying to help him. This guy's being dudes. And then they end up just feeding the bear. Reminds me of that one video where like people were just making like PB&Js for like bears. Alright. What do I have that is contradicting? Is it the knife with the no prints? Work of art. One knife wound died within an hour at half of 4 p.m. That's the memo. Phone. Parking lot. I mean, who knows? That could be her blood, right? Because I think she cut her hand or some shit. If anything, I guess it has to be the knife with the no prints. I'm gonna save here and then... Okay. So I guess it has to be that and I have to bring up the knife. Holding a knife in her right hand. I don't know if this will do anything though. Oopsies. Meant to present. Your Honor, that... Okay, no it doesn't. Tell me more about the night. Okay, well, we already went through all this. Oh, wait, vital organs. He bled out, didn't he? Into his chest. What does the autopsy report say? Okay, chest wound. Wound was caused by a 4.5-inch knife. Single stab wound was found. 4 and 5:30. Cause of death, loss of blood from chest wound. Pointy tip. But there's no blood on the pointy tip though. Maybe this? We'll see. No, it doesn't? I thought it would have been. Because we already pressed her on everything, I'm pretty sure. Also blood from a chest wound. That's the end of her. Could we went through this? Is there maybe some evidence that I didn't examine enough? Miles Edgeworth, 1712. This is dated the day of the crime. The murder took place 3 minutes after Edgeworth parked his car. If only he was held up at a couple extra red lights, he wouldn't have been caught up in this whole affair. Perhaps. Just goes to show you never know what'll happen when you run a yellow light. What am I missing? Am I stupid? Car was there. Telephone was there. To my boyfriend. Is it because she couldn't have possibly seen because of the fence? I don't want to be stuck here. Okay. I am supposed to present the crime scene photo. There we go. And you witnessed this. You saw Miss Guy stab the victim with a knife. As I've already said, yes, I swear it on my finest salmon swirl lunch. Is that... That's a bottle of sauce? Or is that salmon? I don't know what that is on top of it though. I have no idea. I thought it was a bottle of sauce, because if so, you get a whole ass bottle of sauce with this thing. This makes me want sushi. I'm sure that is a fine lunch. But isn't that odd? Look at this photograph. This is the photograph you took at the very moment of the crime, is it not? Then why is Miss Sky not holding a knife? Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Objection. That had to be the weakest objection ever, Edgeworth. Yet it was still stronger than your ever-feeble mind, Mr. Wright. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? This photograph was not taken the moment before the stabbing. This was taken the moment after the stabbing. And how can you tell that? Blood splatter. Huh? I see the dark crimson stains on the chief prosecutor's coat. But it's a black and white photograph. Ah, yes, it's hard to tell, but this could be blood. Well, Mr. Wright, I see no problem here. No problem, except you. I felt a sneeze, and then it vanished on me. God damn it. Mr. Wright, are you going to just sit there and take that kind of abuse? I mean, he seems to like it. You got a better idea. Do I say objection? Is there anything for me to object, honestly? Oh well, I have like a 50% chance, right? Wait, that contradicts what the witness said in her testimony. Namely that she took the picture the moment she witnessed the crime. Well, it seems I was slightly unclear. My apologies. That's it? If you run out of lunch, you order seconds. Problem solved. If you don't like it, try ordering the jumbo-sized lunch from the get-go. Good advice. I'm not sure I understand it, but good advice. I didn't have time to stop her. Prosecutor Sky was cold, calculating, like a robot. She killed without pain or remorse. It was a premeditated murder. Premeditated? How do you know? Look at the chief prosecutor's hands in that photograph. Sorry, that sneeze keeps coming back and it keeps taunting me and then disappearing. And I hate it for that. Ugh, okay. Well, are those gloves? The surgical gloves made out of thin rubber, most likely. Why would she have those on? Oh, I thought they were leather gloves. If it was not premeditated, she would not be wearing those gloves. These gloves do seem to tell a tale of premeditation. Premeditated murder, a serious offense. Witness, add this to your testimony. The murder was planned. The rubber gloves proved it.
It's only a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. We can make it.
You said that before. Anything else?
Scientifically speaking, Miss Starr's testimony is flawless.
That's pretty fatal to me. Is it really that one line? Okay. Okay, let me press on this. What if she was just in the habit of wearing gloves, like driving gloves? The gloves were admitted as evidence when the defendant was arrested. They were rubber gloves of the kind used for autopsies. In other words, when the chief prosecutor came to the crime scene, she came to do murder. It's the only possible conclusion one can make.
Everything was planned. It was a premeditated murder.
Impressive. I'm sorry they took you off the force, Miss Starr. This is bad. She's got them thinking this was all planned. If she can prove this claim, the trial's already over. Got to think of a way to show that this wasn't premeditated. Alright. So we've already pressed everything, so I guess I have to show evidence. Okay, so this wasn't premeditated. This wasn't premeditated. I mean, I don't know what this note means. Being a prosecutor is no Edgeworth's knife. Oh, there's no prints, and they're gonna trace that back to her wearing gloves. If it was premeditated, wouldn't he have died right away? You know? That is the only thing I can think of. If it was premeditated, why did he bleed out? Why didn't he die right away? Oh, shit, I meant to present. Oh! Did I get it? No? Fuck me, man. Ah! What am I supposed to do? Okay, what else do I got? The only other thing is like the knife, right? Murder weapon, usually in Edgeworth's toolbox. Witness, do you know what this is? Are you trying to test me? I sell lunchboxes for a living, you know. That's a knife. The knife. The knife that was in Mr. Edgeworth's trunk. Indeed, it is my knife.
What's with this case? A bloody murder weapon, a red car, all belonging to the prosecutor there. The defendant is the chief prosecutor for the district, right? Mommy, her prosecutor's bad people.
The defense has a request. We ask that the witness provide an accurate testimony.
What's that, Rookie?
In your testimony, you stated that Lana Skye planned this murder, and that's why she was wearing those special gloves. Seems like a natural conclusion to me. The gloves do indicate planning. However, why would she not also prepare the most important thing? The murder weapon.
Oh!
This knife just happened to be in the trunk of that car. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to plan a murder, you don't forget the weapon. Oh! Her lunchboxes! Order! Order! Great, now the tide is turning in our favor.
Great show, Mr. Wright. My sister's as good as free.
Right. I believe the next lunch you'll be eating is humble pie. Oh, yo! What? I hope you weren't deluding yourself into thinking that the tide has turned. Not over such a trifling detail. But this shoots a hole in the whole premeditated theory. Bah! The prosecution could care less if it was premeditated or not. The only one who seems to care is that lunch lady over there. The defendant, Lana Skye, murdered a detective with a knife. That is the only thing the prosecution need prove, nothing else.
Very good, Mr. Prosecutor. I suppose you think you're clever now.
But you know as well as I do that she planned on killing him. It was planned. If it wasn't, why would she have been wearing? I believe I'd like to hear your testimony again. Witness, please tell us only what you saw, not what you thought.
How dare you?
My powers of deduction are not to be underestimated. Really now? Lana Skye intended to murder Detective Goodman. That's why she called the victim all the way to the prosecutor's office.
I'm sure the chief prosecutor had a grudge against the victim.
Nothing else could drive that human machine to plunge the knife in again and again. Oh, there's the autopsy. The victim was summoned from the police department to the prosecutor's office. It does sound a lot like premeditation, doesn't it?
So if I ordered a pizza, does that mean I'm planning to kill the delivery boy?
In any case, the defense may now cross-examine the witness. I don't need a press. I already know. Why did I get all country? I don't know. Okay. Plunge the knife in again and again. Take this humble pie. You say she stabbed him again and again, but you couldn't have witnessed that.
Are you testing me? Then I'll test you. With my moss surprise.
Bro, lady, I'm pretty sure that's a lunchbox you forgot about that got all moldy. I'm afraid the moss is growing under our feet as we wait, Miss Starr. What do you mean? I shouldn't have to explain this, but take a look. The autopsy report states that death was due to a loss of blood from one stab wound. Aha! You're right! Good show, Mr. Edgeworth.
What a hunk. He's my hero, really.
Excuse me, Emma. I'm standing right here. What about my objection? No one noticed? Well, witness.
You got the crime scene set, right?
Oh, thanks.
I always believed that no one could ever mistake ketchup for blood. But now I realize that such mistakes are possible.
So, you're saying you mistook oh my god, that's not Edgeworth's voice. So, you're saying you mistook something for blood?
When she lifted her knife, I thought I saw blood at her breast. Splattered blood from her victim. That's why I thought she must have stabbed him at least twice.
Then tell us what you saw that you thought was blood. Testify.
Her red muffler looked like blood to me. That's how ghastly the whole scene was. Oh, her like a red little scarf thingy.
Miss Starr has turned out to be as short-tempered as she looked when we met her. Challenging her abilities as a detective really set her off.
The short wick burns out the fastest. It's a scientific fact.
I wonder, wouldn't it depend on the size of the candle? I mean, add more wax and even a really short wick will burn longer.
Obviously, more scientific testing is required.
Actually, I'm kind of curious about that. You know what? Let's press her on everything just so we get all the stuff. You've said that, but you haven't told us how you know. That's what I'm about to tell you, rookie. I believe what she just said was a mere prelude to the story she's about to tell. Try not to interrupt her again.
Rookie?
Never interrupt a storyteller. It's like pulling a bun out of the oven half-baked. Something's half-baked here, all right, and it's you. Try not to confuse the defense, witness. They're not very quick on their feet. Now, why did you believe the suspect had intentions to murder the victim? Her actions speak for themselves.
And that's why she called the victim all the way.
Okay. I'm sure... Okay, what about this grudge? What kind of grudge?
Well, I wouldn't know that.
Of course you don't. That's because she didn't have a grudge.
Ricky. I have a lunchbox here. No. What's inside?
How am I supposed to know?
See, we agreed there is a lunchbox here, but we don't know what's inside. A person's life is like a lunchbox with pretzels. Don't you agree?
Oh, I get it. That's why my lunch was so salty.
What?
This judge isn't very good with metaphors. The suspect had a grudge against Detective Goodman. Will you tell us your basis for thinking this?
It's simple.
Anyways, her red muffler looked like blood to me. Let's press that. Her red muffler.
Yes, like a scarf. The chief prosecutor always wears one around her neck. So she can be easily hanged at a moment's notice, I suppose.
She's right. Miss Skye was wearing a red scarf, wasn't she? But wait, isn't it odd that you mistook that for splattered blood? Well, people often mistake my beard for a bib. No, they fucking don't. A judge with a bib. That's why this place feels so much like kindergarten sometimes.
Actually, I think I saw some traces of blood on her chest.
However, the autopsy report is clear on this matter. There was only one knife wound. Apparently, Miss Starr isn't entirely sure of her own testimony. Mr. Wright, this is our chance. Chance for what, I wonder? Miss Starr's turned out to be a short-termer. Okay. So, we have to present evidence. What's that picture look like? She's not wearing it! She's not wearing it! She's not wearing it! Her red muffler. Excusez-moi, what red muffler? No, I didn't mean to. Take that. Miss Starr, I demand an explanation. The witness is clearly not suited for detective work. What? The suspect was not wearing a scarf or muffler of any kind when she stabbed the victim. And you've proved it yourself with this photograph.
But that can't be.
Only a professional lunch lady could be so utterly clueless. Congratulations, perhaps you finally found your true calling in life. Harsh words, but good. I feel like the judge is just like that one guy who's just watching the movie play out. He's just existing, he's just vibing. In the end, Mr. Edgeworth prevails. What? Was my objection chopped liver?
But it was there! A scarf! No, not that, but something red. Really.
Well now, where were we? The witness has given us an entertaining interlude, but back to business.
What?
Very well, witness. Continue your testimony. You saw the crime and apprehended the suspect. Tell us about that.
Very well. I do remember some things accurately, at least.
Ultimately, we couldn't shake the most important part of her testimony. The most important part? The part where your sister stabs the victim. This next testimony might just be the moment of truth. After the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind a partition off to her right. I quickly caught her, explained her rights to her, and arrested her on the spot. Ah, yes, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony. The chief prosecutor made to escape, but against Angel Star, resistance is futile. You are quite determined about this scarf, aren't you? I strike like a snake and bite like a cobra. That's me, Angel Star. That wasn't a very good metaphor. First of all, a cobra is a kind of snake. Don't bother me with details unless you want to get bitten. No thanks. Note to self, Mr. Wright is weak against poisonous snake bites. Isn't everybody? The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside, kicked over an oil drum. An oil drum? Hard to imagine. Oh, she's beautiful but deadly. A predator, this one. A leopard woman. Rawr. I died inside. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may your cross-examination, if you will. Isn't an oil... I mean, I guess it doesn't have to be full, but if it was full, it would have been really heavy. Okay, maybe we can ask her about this. So where is the partition on the floor plans? I'm sure she means this wall next to the car. That's right. There was a wall there, about 6 feet high. She was obviously trying to hide herself. Quite a natural thing for a criminal to do, or she was trying to get to the phone. And what did you do then? She mentioned the muffler. She mentioned the muffler. What exactly did she say? If I remember exactly, I would have told you in my testimony. Cheeky. Anyway, all I heard her say was the word muffler. Just that one word. So what you heard wasn't the suspect talking to you, but to someone else? Yes, the chief prosecutor was talking on her phone. Her phone? She can't mean. Ask further. By phone, do you mean this cell phone discovered at the crime scene? Yes, ultimately. Ultimately? My memory. It's like salmon heading upstream, you see. No, the court doesn't see, Miss Starr. The chief prosecutor first attempted to use the phone hanging on the wall. On the wall? That's right. Near the car, there was an emergency phone on the wall. Apparently it was out of order. And so she used her cell phone. Indeed, the emergency phone was out of order that day. Good witnessing, witness. Good witnessing? Whatever happened to good testifying? You should of course add this to your testimony. The things I do to please this rookie defense attorney. Okay. Okay, I saw it all. Had you tried the phone on the wall, had to use your cell phone instead. Do you think you could restate your testimony for the court? Aha, I was going to ask the same thing. Only say this one time, so listen close, rookies. Chief prosecutor stabbed the victim and ran behind the partition. Then she picked up the emergency phone on the wall, but it was out of order. So she pulled her own cell phone out of her pocket. How'd you get past the chain fence, though? And during that time, you climbed over the chain link fence. And then when I boldly grabbed her arm, the chief prosecutor hung up her phone. And you saw her doing this? What is it, Mr. Wright? Well, because she called Emma, but Emma said she hung up right away. Need to save. Saw it all. How should I use the phone on the wall, but I had to use her cell phone instead. I mean, if she was standing here, she couldn't have seen it, right? The witness's statement is clearly faulty, Your Honor. What? I saw it all. Bro, this is outrageous. This is outrageous. I saw it all. What? We asked this already, so... See, if she was there, she couldn't have seen it. And you saw her doing this. I swear I... Parking lot floor plans. That's what I presented, did I not? It's supposed to work. I don't know why this... I'm so confused. I even cross-referenced with a wiki, and apparently I did the right thing, so I don't know. I'm very confused. You're supposed to present the parking lot floor plans on this because she couldn't have possibly seen it where she was standing. Why is this not working? This is supposed to be what I'm supposed to do. Oh, I have to keep pressing on her other statements. This is so fucking stupid. Anyways. Okay, partition off her side. Quickly arrested her. You say quickly. Were you close to the suspect? As I just said, I was only 30 feet away from her the whole time. Maybe I should press her for more details. Press her like fucking tofu. I'd like to see this on the floor plans just to be safe. The Lunchland car was... She was a visitor, thus she was parked in B block. So you witnessed the murder from here? That would make it about 30 feet from the car, yes. Is that correct, Miss Starr?
Yes, that's right.
But there was a chain link fence in front of you.
I went over it, of course.
Amazing! The cough-up queen, lunch lady, athlete indeed.
It would have taken her a little time to climb over the fence. So she couldn't have gotten to my sister that fast.
Yeah, that fence was about 9 feet high, too. So how did Miss Sky not get away? Right, Mr. Hershey went to the... Okay, now I have to present the thing. This is so dumb. So fucking dumb. There we go. Oy vey. Anyways. Miss Star, I have come to conclude that you have a personal grudge against Miss Lana Sky. The witness is a former detective. Her testimony is unmarred by personal bias.
Well, who would have thought you would be my knight in shining armor, prosecutor? You who, together with the chief prosecutor, kicked me out 2 years ago.
Well, Miss Star, this is a fatal contradiction with your testimony. How do you explain this? I don't know what you're talking about. Mess with me and I'll make you cough it all up. Let's look at the floor plans. You said you witnessed the crime from this point. However, if that's true, you couldn't possibly have seen Miss Sky making that phone call. I believe you see what I'm getting at. That emergency phone was on the back side of this partition. If indeed you were in B block, you couldn't have seen it. Her lunches, they're everywhere. Order, order. What is the meaning of this? It's simple, Your Honor. She's not coughing up lunch. She's coughing up lies. That's quite a claim, Mr. Wright. Perhaps you will allow me a question. Tell us exactly what lie this witness has told the court. Here's where the counterattack begins. I can't afford to get this wrong. The witness lied about what she saw, the order, where she saw it. Miss Sky tried to use the emergency phone, but it was out of order. What is significant about this fact? Nothing. Therefore, it would be pointless for Miss Star to lie about it. Pointless to lie. I see. But say the witness did actually see Miss Sky using the emergency phone. It would mean Miss Star witnessed the crime from a different location. A different location? Now that's a pointless lie if I ever heard one. Before you call my lie pointless, at least let me tell it. Let me ask a question to our clever wordsmith, Mr. Wright. Just where was the witness when she saw the crime? All the testimony we've heard until now points in one direction. The place from where Miss Star witnessed this crime was here, the security room with her boyfriend. This is the only place where she could have been. The security guard room. Indeed, the security room in the underground parking lot is well positioned. It's built on the second floor so you can see the entire lot. She would have been able to see the emergency phone from there. But why there? There are many other places where she could have seen the phone. Oops, I burped. Not in this case, Your Honor. The witness, not being part of the prosecutor's office, couldn't park in A block. The only place where she could have seen the crime in the back of the partition is here. I remember in your testimony, you said you brought a lunch to your boyfriend in the security guard room, yes? Well, Miss Star?
How many years have I been getting the better of men? To think that the tables could be turned. Today a man has got the better of Angel Star.
Order, order, witness. What have you done? You used to be a detective. You should know better.
I'm not turning back. The guilty will be punished.
And I'll do what I must to make sure justice prevails. The guilty? Is she talking about Miss Sky? Mr. Wright, doesn't this strike you as odd? Why did Miss Star lie? It doesn't make sense. Huh? She could just have said she saw the crime from the security guard station. It wouldn't change anything. Exactly. This photograph tells all. It was the defendant who stabbed the victim. That truth still stands. It still stands? I disagree, Mr. Edgeworth. What? If a witness is found to be lying, they're guilty of perjury. She knows this. She wouldn't risk that without good reason. So, tell us what her reason was, Mr. Wright. Huh? Me? Who else? Mr. Wright, let's review what we know. Miss Starr witnessed the crime from the security guard station. But she lied and said she saw it from B block. It must make a vital difference, but what? What change? Her difference to the crime? Her angle? Distance, right? Distance. It changes the distance between her and the scene of the crime. My condolences, Mr. Wright, but one look at the floor plans and it's quite clear. The distance between the scene of the crime and the guard station is 30 feet. I don't see how that would change what she could see. What she saw is not in question here. What matters is the time it would take her to reach the scene of the crime. Miss Starr, you witnessed the crime from the security guard station. Now, how long did it take you to go from there to the scene of the crime where you arrested Miss Skye? Well, witness? You. Yes? You ordered the squid wheels, right? The quality of my lunches has gone from low to inedible, while you keep accepting them so. I was bringing a PB&J lunch with my fresh boysenberry jam to my boyfriend. Boysenberry for the boyfriend. He wasn't in the station, so I waited. I witnessed the crime from the glass vault station. And before I knew what I was doing, I found myself running towards the scene. But the door was locked. I couldn't open it. Oh, damn, she went all the way fucking down? And so I had to go through the visitors parking in B block. That's quite a detour. It probably took me at least 5 minutes to get to the scene of the crime. 5 minutes? This changes things considerably. But it was that woman over there in the defendant's chair who stabbed him. I know it. I have photographic evidence. I swear it. I swear it on my finest plastic spork. You have a point, and the spork is a wonderful invention. Would you like another caviar lunch? Absolutely. What is with this man? Uh-oh. Mr. Wright, you have to do something. Do you have any evidence to stop this? Well, I mean, I have to stop it. 5 minutes between the witnessing of the murder and the arrest. Think about it. You could make pasta in that amount of time. If you like it al dente. I think even 5 minutes is a bit too little, right? I mean, it would be really al dente, wouldn't it? I don't know. Because when I cook boxed macaroni, that's like 7 minutes, right? I mean, I guess 5 minutes for al dente is possible. I've got lunchboxes that tie pasta into knots, Rookie. A 5-minute blink, isn't that strange? Strange? If you were a criminal, what would you do with 5 minutes, Your Honor? Well, I guess I'd flee the scene. Oh, don't get the wrong idea, I didn't kill anyone. But you have the instincts of a killer. You would run, but this time was different. Miss Skye dawdled at the scene of the crime. She even had her picture taken. No true criminal would act this way. It's inconceivable. I wonder how much of the rice and stuff has spilled on the floors. Well then, it seems we've come to the end of this testimony. The witness has a grudge against the defendant and a blank in her testimony. Mr. Edgeworth is the next witness ready to go. Unfortunately, I appear to have overestimated this witness on account of her professional history. We did it. We screwed that can shut, Mr. Wright. That was too close. I'm afraid that the cough-up queen has been dethroned. And with that, court is adjourned.
Hold it. From who? Oh, from her? Mr. Edgeworth, you ordered the squid wheels, right?
That's the one she tried to foist off on me.
I prefer not to take the defense team's leftovers. Anything else to say? I might be able to save you.
I have decisive evidence. What was that?
This is another one of her trick lunch boxes.
My apologies, but we have no further questions to ask of you, Miss Starr.
Ah. Is this your jumbo lunchbox?
Ooh, a triple-decker. Oh, this guy. I can't with this man. I can't. Out of deference to the witness's determination, I'll allow one more testimony. This guy is a judge. Can you believe it? Let's hear about this decisive evidence.
Like the Lunchland motto says, you won't be disappointed.
What's she going to pull out of her lunchbox this time? Okay, decisive evidence.
I should have mentioned those 5 minutes when I wasn't looking at the crime scene. And now, to the matter of the victim's shoe. Did I not bring this up? 2 types of blood were found on this shoe. One was of course the victim's, and the other blood type matched that of the defendant, Miss Lana Skye. And this shoe proves it. It's flawless, decisive evidence. It's a shoe with fucking blood on it.
You know? What? There was blood found on that shoe.
And try Lunchland for all your lunch and decisive evidence needs.
A girl out here on the grind promoting her business on the stand. Witness, what's the meaning of this? Why is this the first time I've heard of this evidence?
It's simple, as I've already said. I don't trust you with evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. That's why I took the liberty of investigating this myself.
And you had blood tests performed.
Didn't I mention? I have 3 boyfriends in forensics.
3?! How many boyfriends does this woman have? She really do be collecting them like Pokemon cards. She's got a whole deck. Oh, the doggos are howling outside. In any case, Your Honor, I can't accept this as evidence.
What?
You must know the 2 rules of evidence law. Rule number 1, no evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. In other words, the shoe is legal evidence, at least for the time being. Is that right, Mr. Wright? It seems so. Edgeworth sure is celebrating.
Not so fast, Mr. Edgeworth. And don't forget, I used to be a detective. As I mentioned previously, this shoe has already been tested by a member of the forensics department. As you can see, it was approved by the police department as of today. Even the general public can produce official evidence, Mr. Edgeworth.
Is that right, Mr. Wright? Seems so. Edgeworth is looking pretty sullen. You could at least study some evidence law, really. The prosecution's complaints notwithstanding, it appears that this evidence satisfies the first rule of evidence law. However, it seems you have yet another count against you, witness.
Anything to ensure that the guilty are properly judged.
Very well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Well, the thing is, if it's one stab wound to the chest, how do you get blood on there? Okay, 2 types of blood. Okay, well, I mean, I guess we can press about this. So you brought it to the forensics department.
If you're going to submit something as evidence in court, you need it approved. To do that, evidence must be analyzed by a forensics expert.
And she got away with her little coup because she used to be a detective. The shoe does appear to have bloodstains on it.
Well, the man was stabbed after all.
And the blood belonged to the victim, Detective Goodman.
As I said, there were 2 types of blood found on the shoe.
Blood type, though, not... Why do they not match, like, actual blood, though? Unless... I don't... No, I think this was set in a time where they could, like, match blood, couldn't they? I don't know. You can't say for sure the blood belonged to the defendant with a blood test. You claim to know something about blood tests, rookie? Huh. Well, speak up. Well, blood comes in 4 types, A, B, O, and AB. However, you can't tell from a blood test whether a murder was committed in cold blood. That's just a figure of speech, Mr. Wright. Actually, we can differentiate between millions of types of all the blood tests out there, which means that we can more or less narrow any sample of blood down to just one person. Or so I hear. That's pretty specific. If I had a little more time, I would have gotten a DNA test results. But they said there's very little doubt it could be anyone's but Miss Lana's guys. So the suspect's blood was found on the victim's shoe. That ties her directly to the death of Detective Goodman. I was afraid he was going to say that. The shoe proves it. It's flawless, decisive evidence. Okay, what can I do to prove that it's not? Oh, can I check the shoe? Ah, there's blood here too. On the sole of the shoe? It's gotta be the victim's. He must have stepped in a puddle of his own blood. All this blood. It's horrible. This blood might be an important clue. Okay. And the splatter must be hers. This blood, it's my sister's, right? It appears so. Lana's right hand was bandaged when I saw her in jail. She might have cut herself at the time of the crime. Poor sis. I mean, it only proves she stepped in the blood. There's no, like... I don't know what I'm supposed to show, though. I will save. That sneeze keeps taunting me and I hate it. Okay. Maybe press this? I can't let this evidence go through without a fight. You ordered the peppered fish guts, right? Oh god, this is so fucking gross. Who eats this? And some like it hot, Mr. Wright. And some like your client. She's in enough hot water to make a whole vat of soup. Mr. Wright, do you or don't you have a problem with this shoe? A problem? This is critical. Is there a problem with the victim's shoe? I guess there is. If I'm not imagining things. I'd say there's one critical problem with this evidence. A clear contradiction. That gleam in your eyes. You're still young, rookie. I'd give you a peppered fish guts now. But you couldn't take the heat, could you? Let's hear what Mr. Wright has to say. What is contradictory about the victim's shoe? Show us the problem with this evidence. I mean, the only thing I can think of is like the bottom, right? I wonder if you noticed. There's blood on the bottom of this shoe. Don't mess with me, rookie. Or it'll be your blood on the bottom of my shoe. Oh, Jesus. Indeed, there is quite a bit of blood on the bottom of the shoe. Which makes sense. The victim was stabbed with a knife. What could possibly be contradictory about blood on the bottom of his shoe? Oh wait, this is the victim's shoe? Oh! Boo Boo, how could his own blood be on the bottom of his shoe? Lots of blood from a chest wound. Is it because there's no blood on this picture? That has to be it, right? The problem lies in the footprint.
The footprint?
Note that the bottom of the victim's shoe is covered in blood. Then, isn't it strange? Why weren't any bloody footprints found by the scene of the crime? Aha! As you can see, there were no traces of any such footprints at the scene of the crime. That contradicts your claim about this shoe. This picture only shows parts of the floor, so there could have been bloody footprints. Then where are they, Mr. Edgeworth? Because we checked the scene and found nothing of the sort. Order, order. Well, witness.
What?
Great going, Mr. Wright, but it's true that the lack of a footprint is a contradiction. But then we have to ask why there wasn't a footprint. Oh. That's true. There has to be a reason why there wasn't a footprint. Oh my goodness, my throat, it scratches. Okay. Think, Mr. Wright, think. Hey, I don't know why it's not there. I'm just good at finding contradictions. What? I see. Now I get it. Get what? Our witness is more devious than I gave her credit for. We were hoodwinked to the very end. But she slipped. There is one vital hint to the truth in her testimony. What are you talking about? Think back to when she told us about apprehending the suspect.
The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside, kicked over an oil drum. Oh, she's beautiful, but deadly. A predator, this one, elaborate woman.
Oh, it could have been washed away? I thought that was a strange thing for the normally cool-headed chief to do. No kidding. Now, witness, allow me to ask a very simple question. This oil drum, was it empty?
Oh, that...
I'm not sure I like your attitude, Mr. Edgeworth.
Though apparently you're not the slowest conveyor belt in the lunchbox factory.
Witness? Well, was the oil drum empty?
The oil drum kicked over by the chief prosecutor
was brimming with water.
Water?
What does that mean? Still don't get it, Mr. Wright. Do you want to know the reason she knocked it over? The real reason? Oh, you don't mean... Yes, the suspect knocked over that oil drum for one reason and one reason alone. To erase the bloodstains that would become evidence against her. That ties things up quite nicely. The bloodstains left on the victim's shoes tie her quite clearly to this murder. Then after the deed was done, she knocked over the oil drum to erase the telltale signs.
Well, that's the prosecutor's specialty, erasing evidence.
That reminds me, Miss Guy's right hand was hurt. Didn't she say she'd cut herself when she stabbed him? So that's when my sister's blood got on the shoe. Well, I see no reason to prolong this trial. Mr. Wright, do something, please. What? What can I do? Your sister has confessed to the crime and she tried to conceal it. But... Enough. There is no need for further debate. The verdict, Your Honor. Very well. But Angel Star is on the prosecution's side. She could have been lying about the water. This court finds that oh my god. This court finds the defendant Miss Lana Sky. Objection!
Little girl, what did you just say?
Me?
Did you say that I, Angel Star, was on the prosecution's side?
Well, yeah, you are. You're saying my sister hid evidence by erasing the bloody footprints.
Well?
I thought you'd had your fill, but here you are, demanding a second helping.
Another lunchbox, a lunchbox called evidence.
Oh, wait, witness, don't tell me you have something else. The time for deliberations is past. Any further comments and you will be held in contempt of court. Your threats don't scare the cough-up queen. Look at this. Bruh. A photograph. I had it just in case anyone had the gall to suggest that the white shoe didn't belong to the victim. I see no room for error in this evidence. Mr. Wright, wait! Look at the asphalt in this photo. Hey, it's clearly wet. Erasing the last trace of doubt from the court's mind. Immediately after the murder, the crime scene was washed with water. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I guess I couldn't help after all. It's not your fault. I knew I couldn't win this case from the beginning. And it seems this is what your sister wanted anyway. I'm hungry. I'm sorry, Mia. Or is she coming through anyway? Right. What or not? Don't be so quick to throw in the towel. Get yourself up off the asphalt. Take another good look. Don't give up. Not until the bitter end. This is the last piece of evidence. Very well. This time I'd like to declare a verdict for good. Your Honor, wait. What is with you people? Can't I hand down my verdicts in peace anymore? Whatever it is, can it wait? No, it can't. Then it'll be too late. Look at this photograph. Last one submitted. This trial isn't over until we give each piece of evidence proper consideration. So, Wright. Are you saying there's a problem with this latest piece of evidence? Yeah. I'll think later. Yeah, there's a problem. Right or wrong, I've got to go ahead with this. I suppose since we've come this far, we should give every claim a fair shake. Very well, Mr. Wright. Show the court the problem in this photograph. Bro, fuck if I know, man. What is that in the muffler? Is that what I'm supposed to point at? Am I supposed to point at the shoe? What is wrong with this photograph? That's all I got. The problem is, in this photograph, is here. What's this? There's something poking out of the car's muffler. Wait just a moment, Mr. Edgeworth. Your Honor? You just said muffler. However, I see no trace of a muffler or scarf of any kind in this photograph. A muffler is also a part of a car or motorcycle, Your Honor. Just think of it as part of the exhaust system, a pipe. I see, and I see. What's that suspicious-looking cloth sticking out of the car's muffler? So what if there is something sticking out of the muffler? What does that have to do with this case? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Sorry, Miss Starr, but it's not going to be that easy. In fact, you've already told us why this is important to the case. You said as much in your testimony. What? Let's hear what Mr. Wright has on his mind. Tell us why you think this piece of cloth in the muffler is related to the case. This. Miss Starr, recall your testimony for the court. Yes, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony. Muffler! Could it be that the muffler you heard mentioned was actually this exhaust pipe? Oh, my water bottle's really annoying me. I gotta get a new one. If so, that means this piece of cloth is vital evidence. Oh! Oh! Well, it seems we will have to suspend the proceedings. Suspend? I find myself wondering about that piece of cloth. If we leave any question unanswered here, we do a disservice to the law. Have the car at the crime scene inspected at once and bring me that cloth. The verdict will wait until after we've seen all the evidence. Agreed? I suppose so. Phew, that was close. But we made it. At least for now. This court will adjourn for a 30-minute recess. It's lunchtime after all. This man has eaten like at least 2 bentos. He's still hungry, and he had that jumbo bento box, did he not? Black hole his stomach is. Avoid. Okay, to be continued. Mr. Wright. Huh? What? Are trials always like this with you? Like you're swimming up from the bottom of a lake about to reach the surface, but no matter how hard you paddle, you never seem to get there? Pretty much. Except today we're swimming in quicksand. So what happened to your sister anyway? Apparently she got called off to the judge's chambers. Probably something to do with that piece of cloth. So, this is where we turn this trial around, right? Our only weapon, a tiny insignificant piece of cloth. I'm the one who's starting to feel tiny and insignificant, to tell the truth. Hola, partner. Oh my god. They say you show a red cloth to a bull, it'll fire up its temper. That's what they told me when I was a youngin', at least. Officer Marshall. Thought I'd come take a look at how the trial's going. Looks like I'm late. They've got the home ranch locked down tighter than a fort in an enemy territory. That hard to slip out, huh? What is going on over there anyway? All the police I've seen these last 2 days have been really on edge. Don't you got enough on your plate without worrying about other people, compadre? You could be worrying about the chief prosecutor's taste in mufflers, for example. Oh, is one of her mufflers stuffed in the muffler? I mean, that's the only thing I can think of. Officer Marshall, the whole muffler thing didn't have anything to do with scarves. She wasn't even wearing a scarf. Yeah, because it was stuffed in the muffler. You don't say. Now don't that just beat all? I've seen the red breeze blow at her slender neck many a time. I saw that day too. She was wearing a red muffler. What? At the award ceremony that afternoon. Edgeworth's seen it too, I'd reckon. What does that mean? In the photograph taken at the crime scene, she wasn't wearing a scarf. Do you think she's wearing the detective's jacket and that's why there's blood on it from the stab wound? So Miss Starr wasn't mistaken. Well, it's about time. Remember, partner, sometimes you gotta grab the bull by the horns. Sometimes you just gotta let that bull go where it will. Time will tell. I have a bad feeling about this. So, what are we swimming in now, Mr. Wright? If it's steak sauce, I can hook you up with some fine ribs, ooh-wee. Alright, February 23rd. I'd like to resume. What's up? The judge keeps looking over at the prosecution. Oh, is he okay? Is something wrong, Mr. Edgeworth? Your face is blue, your lips are purple, you're sweating bullets. That furrowed brow, those grinding teeth, those watery eyes. What's more, your eyes are unfocused. You're doubled over, your back is bent. Can't be! This can't happen!
I wonder what happened to Mr. Edgeworth.
Well then, I believe it is time we continue on with this trial. During our recess, I had requested that the prosecution conduct an investigation. This is unacceptable! Seems our prosecutor's quite beside himself. Excuse me, knock knock. I don't know who this is. Who's there? Oh, who are you? Who is this cool man? What's with this guy? A strange stuffy aura seems to be filling the courtroom. Dang, I don't know what voice to give him. He reminds me of an eagle, though. His beard looks like little feathers.
Hey, the temperature rose 5.7 degrees when that man came in.
Who on earth is he?
He's a little orange.
Ah, it's you. Am I supposed to click? What is...
Oh, hey. Sorry I'm late, G. The roads were packed. It's just me. Long time no see, G. How you been? Swim much these days?
Ah, hello. No, I've been so busy.
And busy smizzy, G, my boy. You have to make time to relax.
Yes, indeed.
G. Seems to be his nickname for the judge. I'm afraid you're right. Very afraid.
Sorry, but who are you?
So you're Wright, the attorney. I've heard good things about you, son.
Thanks?
So sorry about our little worthy giving you all that trouble, eh? You know, we should all go swimming together sometime. Jolly.
Little worthy?
Little worthy!
Mr. Wright, you don't know the district chief of police.
Chief of police?
He's the top-ranking police officer in the entire district.
These awkward pauses. Name's Gant, Damon Gant. Pleased to meet you, everyone.
So, to what do we owe this honor today? It's been over 2 years since you last came to this courtroom, hasn't it?
Well, it's worthy here. Look at this poor fellow. I just thought I'd help out by bringing this.
Hey, that's...
my sister's muffler.
So Miss Star wasn't just seeing things. When the crime occurred, Miss Sky really was wearing that muffler.
But to think it was stuffed into that exhaust pipe. Oh, little worthy's car, no less.
Oh, that's the evidence thingy.
It's really quite embarrassing even for us.
What's this?
It's what you'd call a switchblade knife. Quite perplexing, this.
Chief, what kind of outfit are you running? Mr. Edgeworth, how could they miss such a vital piece of evidence? If your investigators are this lax, how do you expect us to do our job?
Now wait a minute, Worthy.
I've no desire to hear your excuses.
I'm telling you to wait. What, didn't you hear me?
This gives me, as per my previous email, vibes.
Have a look at this document where it says person in charge of investigation. There's no mistaking that signature is there. Miles Edgeworth.
That's not fair. On the day of the crime, I had...
Your head in the clouds because you got that award. I know how you feel. But you're the person in charge. I'll expect a written apology.
What? Are you serious?
Don't be too upset. We'll find a way to clean up this mess that you made.
This is the first time I've seen Mr. Edgeworth at a loss for words. This kind of major blunder is unlike you, Mr. Edgeworth. The court accepts this new evidence, but I'd like to ask the defense a favor first.
Yes?
Just to be sure, I'd like to take a look at the blade of this knife.
The blade, Your Honor? Well, I don't see why not.
Could you open it up for me, I wonder?
Oh, he doesn't know how to open a switchblade. Yes, well, I think all you have to do is push that switch in.
If I cut my finger, Mr. Wright, I wouldn't be able to pound my gavel anymore. So I have to risk my finger now? What if I need to point for objections? Yeah, but if I cut my finger, I wouldn't be able to point it at people anymore. Come on, just hurry up and open it. Okay, I'm assuming that switchblade is what killed the detective, possibly. And then that knife in Edgeworth's trunk is what Lana cut herself on. Bada bing, bada boom. Oh, don't scare me like that. I am the one who's scared. Look at this knife blade. The tip is broken off. This dark red stain. Blood? Oh, the muffler. This was wrapped in the muffler. This does not excuse the actions of the police department. I would like to hear an explanation from the chief of police himself. I'm terribly sorry, but could I ask you to testify for us? About the split between the prosecutors and the police, and this knife? Sure thing. Not a problem. Not even a little one, really. Department in disorder. This knife is special, but I can't say how here. Unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman. That was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. A detective was killed at the police department. See, what a mess. The time of the crime, 5:15, a scary coincidence, eh? It's not officially linked to this here case, so I can't talk much about it. Well, we got that memo that links it. There was a murder at the police department. A detective. And that's hush-hush information, gee. We haven't exactly announced it yet. Wait a second. You said 5:15. That's the exact time that Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Order. Anyway, we at the department were all flustered, as you might well assume. We're in the middle of a top secret investigation. Don't tell anyone, okay? I think we understand the police department's situation. Well, Mr. Wright, 2 detectives killed at the same time in 2 different places. The chances of that are really slim, scientifically speaking, of course. I'd like to exercise my right to cross-examine the witness. Very well. However, keep your questions focused on the case at hand. Well, we do have something linking. Because the thing on the knife says, what is this? Check. SLN2. There's a small tag on the knife. It says SL9 too. What's that supposed to mean? I'm not sure, but it reminds me of a similar code. DL6? Maybe it's a case number. That's weird. Oh, that's weird. What? I don't remember where, but I think I've seen something like this before. Something similar to what's written on this tag. Wasn't that long ago either. Maybe I should check the court record again. Yeah, it's that, a memo. SL9. Yeah, it's upside down. 221. Oh, this is February 21st, so this is about the day of the crime. Oh, okay, this was upside down. Wait a second. Aha! At last, an honest-to-goodness objection. This knife. This has to have something to do with Detective Goodman. What do you mean? Aha! An honest-to-goodness. What do you mean, from Urgy? This is great. Okay. Look at the tag on this knife. It reads SL9 too. And this is important. Why? Over here we also have a memo that was on the body of the victim. What's this? 6 minus 7s, 12 divided by 2. Your Honor, it's upside down. Upside. The printed name on the memo makes it look like it's right side up. But turn it around and what do you get? Whoever wrote this note was holding the paper upside down. SL9, that's the same thing that is written on the knife's tag. Order. Well, Chief. Ah, well. I guess the cat's out of the bag. You win, Righto. I win? Ah. What game is this guy playing? This knife was evidence in a case that was stolen from the police. Okay, it was stolen from the department evidence room. So this knife was stolen. Yes, but on the day of the murder. It was evidence, you say? Was it in fact a murder weapon? Nice, nice, nice. Good show, little worthy. It was a murder weapon as it happens. It was evidence from a case long since solved. So this knife was stolen on the day of the murder. And it was found in the exhaust pipe of Edgeworth's car. Hard to think there isn't a connection there. Okay, that was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do investigation. Something happened at the police department too, huh? You got a good look in your eyes there, Righto, my boy. Sharp, hungry. So, something did happen, and why wasn't I informed? Why weren't you informed? Well, why didn't you ask? No matter, I understand. You were busy. What with Lana's case and all. Oh, that was the report that came in that he sent away. Well, what happened? What happened at the police department that day? The detective was killed. On the same day that a detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot, another detective was killed at the police department. That's a fact. Surprising, isn't it, Aji? I'm at a loss for words. And the perpetrator, do you have a suspect? Well, there was that suspect, and just arrested him, in fact. Just arrested? That was quick. What if it's Gumshoe? But there's still a lot of unanswered questions. Maybe you could help, Righto. I suppose I could help, if you helped me by giving me data on your case. Oh, good one. This kid's sharp. Okay, here's the deal. I'll tell you one thing and one thing only. We already know when the victim died. How was the victim killed? Where was the victim found? We know where he was found. How? Well, how was the detective killed? How was he killed? Now that's the interesting part. It was what we in the force call a stabbing with a knife. A knife? That's exactly the same as Detective Goodman. That's the spirit. We're cooking now. It's the same body, isn't it? Detective Goodman was killed in the police department. He is put inside Edgeworth's trunk because Edgeworth shows up for the award. Edgeworth drives back. Lana comes, opens the trunk because Detective Goodman is already dead. Right? Right? That makes sense. That makes sense. That's the spirit. We're cooking now. But you know, that's not the only thing that was exactly the same. What do you mean? There were more similarities between the two cases than the cause of death. Seems like I'm going to have to press this a bit harder. Time of the crime, scary coincidence. 5:15. But that's when Detective Goodman was killed in the prosecutor's office. What? Funny, isn't it? A murder at the prosecutor's place and a murder at our place at the very same time. What are the chances? No, I bet you it was the same body, isn't it? No, coincidence. This is just my gut feeling, but I'd say there's a 0.001% chance of that happening. Chief Gant, please tell us about the incident. It's not officially linked here, so I can't know. How can you say there's no connection? How? Because I'm the chief of police. I can't just say anything I please, Righto. You understand. Try to understand, Righto. Well, if you can prove there's a connection, more power to you. Maybe there's something that ties the two murders together. Whatever it is, I better... Okay. One at the prosecutor's office and one at the police department. That can't be a coincidence. And that knife. What was it doing there? I'd better check this knife out. Let's see. There's nothing else I can examine on this. Do I just present that thing again? Like the memo again? Let me just save. It's not officially linked. Oh, wait, no, okay. Okay, what's wrong with this then? It's not officially linked in here in this case. Loss of blood from chest wound between 4 and 5:30. Okay, apparently I didn't ask the right question. Okay, apparently I asked the wrong question. Where the victim was found. So tell me, where was the victim found? Well, I can't speak on where the corpse was found, but I can say the crime took place in the evidence room at the police department. The evidence room? Wait a second. I have heard of that. The evidence room? Didn't he mention that in his testimony just now? The knife was evidence in a case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room. There's a connection between the two cases. You seem happy, Mr. Wright. Happy? Happy? We just got handed our ticket to go to town on this case. With the link between the two cases established, we finally have some leverage. Now we can get Gant to testify about the details. Press him about this? Chief, the defense's position is simply this. The connection between these two cases has already been proven. You don't say. Well, out with it, Wrighto. What's your connection? Yes, out with it, Mr. Wright. The connection is a place mentioned in the testimony we just heard. The knife found in the lot was stolen from the police department's evidence room. Not to mention the victim had on him the case evidence on the knife's evidence tag. And we also know that the detective murdered at the police department was killed in that very same evidence room. Indeed. There do seem to be too many connections for it to be a coincidence. You two make a good pair. Thank you, I know. It took my men 2 days to find out what you deduced right here. Chief, I request that you release your information on the victim at the police department. See, that's the tricky part. It hasn't been announced yet and all. Can we get the information unofficially? Sure, why not? It's unofficial after all. What? Really? Who would have guessed? I'll cooperate, but I can't reveal the name of the victim at the department, okay? That knife, okay. Oh, shit, I accidentally skipped it. Ah! God damn it, okay. Okay. Alright, so press about this. If you're going to tell us a little, why not tell us everything? Well, case information is sticky stuff. You have to do everything properly. Oh, well, I guess I might as well try to get what I can out of him. The victim's ID number. Yabba dab. Yabba dab. Okay, how about you tell me the victim's ID number? Sure, why not? It's not like you'll be able to tell who it is from that. Of course not. You won't tell me their name after all. We keep a tight lid on ID numbers, so don't go getting your hopes up. The number is 5842189. Well, that's quite long. Yabba-dab. And we have to remember these. It drives me nuts. 8-2. I can't do it. You didn't even get the first number right. Well, Mr. Wright, does this tell you anything? ID number of the victim at the police department. This does tell me something. Actually, it does, Your Honor. It does. I think. Meaning? It has to be what I think it is. What does this mean? Well, let's hear what the defense has to say. You say the ID number of the detective who was murdered at the police department. Tells you something? What does it tell you? Yabba-dab. Witness. What is it, Mr. Wright? You're grinning like a schoolgirl on prom night. No, it's just, I got confused. And this is new. And this is news. Huh? Just come out with both guns blazing like you always do. The police department, the prosecutor's office. 2 places, 2 detectives murdered at one time. Actually, I happen to have a police ID number here. Oh, is it yours? No, Your Honor, I'm a defense attorney, remember? This is the ID number of our victim, Detective Goodman. Shame on you, Righto. Personal IDs are top secret. Detective Goodman's ID number is 5842189. And? This means what exactly? You fucking stupid, man. Huh? Wait, that ID number we heard from the chief earlier. That started with 82... I've forgotten. You didn't even get the first number right. Again. The number the chief of police gave us was 5842189. Wait a second, Wright. What does this mean? That's what I want to know. The 2 ID numbers are identical. In other words, the detective killed in the police department's evidence room was Bruce Goodman. What does our witness think about that? Ooh, sharp as a tack, Righto, sharp as a tack. But wait, Detective Goodman is our victim. He was killed at 5:15 in the underground parking lot. Yet a Detective Bruce Goodman was also killed at the police department, in the evidence room, at the exact same time. That's impossible. So what we're saying is, the same person was killed at the same time, and in a completely different location. Order, order. Chief, what does this mean? No, what I want to know is why didn't I hear about this? Yes, it's top secret, fine, but I'm the prosecutor in charge of the case. Now, just wait a second, Worthy. No need to get all flustered. Your Honor, the police department has made a grave error in this case. Wait. I said wait. Oh, didn't you hear me? As per my previous email. The oversight of the grave error. Mr. Edgeworth, they're yours. What? How dare? We informed you yesterday. I believe it was our Officer Meekins who brought you the news. Oh, Officer Meekins? Mr. Wright, where have we heard that name before? Wait. Oh. Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth anywhere on the premises? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir. You don't mean him. According to Meekins, you didn't accept the report. Hard to believe. But your officer, he told me. He said that report had nothing to do with the Lana Sky incident. Detective Bruce Goodman murdered in the police department evidence room. Mr. Edgeworth, the victim's name is written right on the top of the report. Ah! Why didn't your officer tell me? Honestly, I'm not sure if that officer was capable of making the connection. He did seem challenged.
In any case, this is a serious error, a gross negligence of duty on your part, Worthy. But, sir, you could have submitted that report this morning to the court as evidence. Then I... No such luck this time, Worthy, or should I say, unworthy. What? And now what was the second rule of evidence law, Well, Mr. Wright? Huh? Oh, well, it's, Rule number 2. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. And how is this rule relevant? Normally you submit a list of evidence to be used in court before the trial. This report wasn't on that list. So, what does this mean? I couldn't submit this evidence until a connection was proven in court. The connection was just proven by Wright over there. Good job, Wright, my boy. Huh? I was just doing my job. No. No! No!
It seems we have come to the end of this trial.
I know you're going through a tough time, Worthy, what with all those rumors. You were even in the defendant's chair just this past December. I apologize for this terrible lack of due diligence on my part.
Mr. Edgeworth?
Please, just give me one day. I'll get to the bottom of what happened. If it's the last thing I do. You'd better get results this time, really.
You have my profound apologies, sir.
Poor Mr. Edgeworth.
I don't think there's ever been an error this serious in the history of this court. I will grant one further day as the prosecution has requested. Will that be sufficient, Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Whatever your punishment for this is, for your sake, I hope it's not decisive. Very well, court is adjourned. To be continued. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to end it here. It is getting late for a weekday. Save it here. Okay. I mean, this will play when I enter, right? Hope so. Title screen. Okay. Woo! That was fun. I don't know how much longer this one case is going to be, but I guess I'm gonna assume that next day is the last one. So probably one more stream. And then Friday streaming again. More Harry Potter. I love being a wizard. It's fun. It is fun. Okay. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for stopping by. Hey, good night or good morning wherever you guys are, but yeah. Thank you. Goodbye. See you there.